are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
BlueNote Fan Report. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, did you hear the cheering that time?
I did not. I don't know if Corey did, but I did not.
No, I didn't hear it either.
No, I don't know, because I had to do something with somebody else today, and they heard it. So I don't know if it's something with StreamYard that my channel's not playing. I just don't get it, man. Hey, welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. It is game day. The Blues are taking on the Rangers in historic Madison Square Garden. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and along with my co-host, Justin Eagle Eye Scott. And today we have a special guest joining us for the pregame and some of the intermissions, possibly. Corey, the STL Hockey Fan 1 on TikTok. Young, welcome, Corey, to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate you.
Oh, anytime, man, anytime. This is actually the first game in a while that I'm kind of actually excited for, because I'm looking at this game going, maybe this is the Blues that we were supposed to be seeing all along. Does anybody else see that also?
I definitely feel that. Kind of, what's the word, proportionately with the Rangers losing 4 straight and then coming into this game and us kind of picking it up. I'm pretty excited about this one.
Justin?
I expect a good game tonight. I know the Rangers are on the 4-game skid just like the Blues were, and they were able to eliminate that in the last game against the Islanders. But I know that they're going to be willing and wanting to get to their game early. At least the Rangers will be, because they have not played good at home. They have one win on home ice, and they've been shut out, I believe, 5 times on home ice. So they're going to be determined to get to their game. I'm pretty sure of it.
Yeah, 3 major changes or minor changes, however you want to look at, to the lineup. They're all on the bottom. Bukestad is out and Sonny's back in. I actually thought Bukestad had a really good game last game, and kind of wish he would stay in for a little bit to give that fourth line just a little stability. However, bringing Sonny in, 6 of one, half dozen the other almost. So, Sonny helps on the penalty kill, and the penalty kill's been good of late. Mm-hmm. Right? The other change was Kessel is out and Mailou is in. Not sure how I feel about that. I think Kessel's been playing well. He's been shooting the puck, and that's something that we've needed to see. Hopefully Mailou, who got a couple of goals down in the lower level, will do it here. What are your guys' thoughts on Mailou coming in? Start with you, Corey. You're the guest.
Yeah, you want to take that, Corey?
Yeah. Well, okay. So whenever I saw the projected lineup, I honestly was a little more scared for this game now, because you go down, you get your confidence back. 2 goals in 5 games. That's all fantastic, but I just don't know if that'll transition smoothly back up to the NHL or not. So I'm a little scared about that. And just like Guy said, Kessel was playing really well. So I I don't know. I don't see taking him out of the lineup, but Monty's the coach, not me.
Right? What about you, Justin?
I think with I think for the Mayu trade or the Mayu situation, I even called this out when it happened. I kind of thought that Mayu getting called up was a little too early, a little bit premature. If they were going to do something like this, I don't know why they didn't wait until after the break, the Thanksgiving break. If they were going to do something like this, I don't mind it. I know what they're trying to do. I know they want to develop this kid into something special, but there's a difference between developing him naturally and organically than trying to force him to be something right away. And I think for most Blues fans, I think they view it as they're trying to force him to come in and play a role that he may not be ready for at this moment. I don't hate. So go ahead.
No, well, what they did do is they took Falk and
Tucker?
no, not Tucker. Falk and
Fowler.
yeah, and split them up with Tucker and Taylor. So, I think that's a good move.
Is he cutting out for you too?
A little bit. He'll come back.
Okay.
Oh, am I cutting out?
Yeah.
There you go.
You're good now. You're good now.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Because you guys were talking like saying I'm cutting out and I'm going on and on and on. No, I think what they did with the defense is smart, but I don't necessarily like taking Kessel out right now. Right now, the one change that I'm not happy about is putting Hoffer in for Bennington, because I thought Bennington played absolutely spectacular in the last game. Right. And I don't know if this is the right move. I understand it, but I don't know if it's the right move. And we got 14 people watching us. So, yeah, man, that's like the most we've had in a while.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody.
15 there for a second. Yeah. Welcome. We'll get to comments in a second.
Well, and I see where you're coming from with the whole Hofer thing and who's starting. But the way I think about this is Bennington's going to get – Bennington is still your starter. So you still look at these goalies. I even spoke to you. I think Bennington had a fantastic game in the last game. But I think Hofer's been the more secure goalie of the two so far in the recent games. How I view this is you have a struggling New York Rangers team that's been struggling at home to score and get goals on the board. Bennington's going to get the game against New Jersey. So New Jersey is going to be a far better team than the Rangers will be. Not to take anything away from the Rangers. They got some star-studded talent over there. But the Devils is going to be your challenge, and that's where your starter is going to play.
Yeah, kind of to piggyback off of that, I still want to believe that we have the 1-2 tandem. They're going to split things pretty evenly. So I like the leapfrogging of you get this game, you get the next. Obviously, I also like the idea of whenever somebody gets a shutout, you get the next one. So
yeah, I am 100%. See, the thing is it could be, like Corey said, it could be a flip-flopping in games, but also that could be a negative in a way because I think that you should ride the hot hand sometimes. There's goalies that are capable of playing multiple games. Back-to-backs are a little different. Back-to-backs, you're going to see both goalies play that. But if you're playing every other day, there's no reason your starting goalie cannot play that.
Well, let's go through some comments real quick. We got Sister JJ saying escape from New York with big win. Let's win Blues. John Hefner is offering a Shattenkirk bobblehead to anybody that picks the exact score. We'll do that closer towards, don't do it now because I'll lose it. We'll do it closer to the start of the game. Chris Shockey says May has a sneaky quick shot. I hope we see it. Could it be Springfield is so bad they don't think it benefits May? And that's a possibility. Right, but they did say it was a finite amount of time, so they might have had that 5 games preset because they let him play that last game before they flip-flopped him so they could have if they sent Hunter down, Skinner down, but left him down. They didn't pull Maylou, so they wanted him to play that game. Matt Lowe says, "What's up, fellas?" Hey, Matt Lowe, how you doing, buddy? Mike Marciano says, I'll be in the house. The Devils are on a 3-game losing streak. Let's hope we can make it 4. with the schedule because of the Olympics having 2 goalies is going to be a plus. Chris, I agree with that. Right. And Shannon 4260 says, yay, or yo, hi Shannon.
Yo.
Welcome to the show. We appreciate anybody and everybody that shows up. Like I said at the beginning, I'm looking at this and going, I'm excited. Now we do have one bad thing to talk about. The Blues waived Texier. He cleared waivers. They assigned him to Springfield. He refused to go. Then they waived him again with the for contract termination. They terminated his contract, and it got put out by Pierre LeBrun that there were 6 teams after him, and that kind of shocked me. Right? Yeah. If there were 6 teams after him, why don't you? How do you not get a trade?
Right.
You know, how do you not get a trade if 6 guys are willing to take him? Now he ends up signing a 1-year, $1 million deal, which I'm basically almost league minimum with, for a veteran with his veteran, it's close to league minimum. And that's protracted. So he doesn't get the whole $1 million for the year with Montreal. Something about Montreal and us, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna have to start. We're gonna start. They're the new Red Wings. We're gonna have to start calling the Montreal Canadian Blues.
Right.
Yeah.
This is not a bit as big of a deal to me. Alexander Texier at this point was expendable. It is shocking, but about the trading thing and all that. But like then again, though, you don't know if they tried. They might have tried it. Maybe they what those teams offered wasn't what the Blues wanted for him. You know, I mean, you never know. I'm sure if there was teams interested, there was discussions had. It just didn't go anywhere. Texier, like I said, getting a shot on Montreal. He's not going to be some top 6 guy for them. He's going to be a bottom 6 guy. He probably played 4th line minutes for them. Alexander Texier is not a gigantic loss. I mean, there was talent there, and I would have loved to hope that his talent would have showed in St. Louis, but I can't say anything like that I'm too overly joyed about, from him, here.
Yeah, his time here, he was not. He never could crack the lineup, right? And then this year he was supposed to, but Joseph just. Where the F did Joseph come from, right? I didn't see that. Yeah. I said at our preview, if Joseph is starting for this team, we're in trouble. Joseph absolutely earned a start.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he's earned it. And I'm like, okay, I'll take that. I'll take it, right? Chris Shockey says not at the price. What this tech situation says. They got to talk to Rammer. Now, Coach Rammer is also a scout for Montreal. He's it's not a scout. He's like a player development player coach, right? So that might have been something.
Do you think he ends up on a line with Bolduc?
Say again?
Do you think Texier ends up on a line with Bolduc?
No. Bolduc's a top 6. Texier is a bottom 6. I don't see.
Yeah, I mean, not the way Bolduc has a higher ceiling than Texier does, but Bolduc hasn't been playing the greatest of hockey anyways.
Yeah, I think
for
they've
Montreal
been playing him on about the 3rd or 4th line recently. So.
Oh, they have. So so it's possible.
Yeah, he's. Yeah. Yeah. Have you noticed a bunch of Montreal fans have been very, very quiet.
Oh yeah,
they were all up and about. Oh yeah, how about that, St. Louis? We fleeced you, and then now he's dead silent and ice cold. Now they have nothing to say.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Well, I still think that they didn't fleece us, but they got more than. I still, again, and I said this before, I didn't have a problem with the Bolduc trade. I had a problem with the return. Right. I feel. You're taking a guy with 76, 80 games, in the league against a guy that had 4 games in the league or 6 games in the league and trading him one up, right? I wasn't too happy with that, right? And I felt like we should have gotten a third or a second or something else, right? So Montgomery, this is 1 year. Oh, wow, we're playing the Rangers 1 year from when Montgomery got hired. He got hired on November 24th, 2024. The next day, we played the Rangers, right?
Yep.
Right. So this is 1 year since we've had Monty.
Very
right?
nice.
The Rangers come into this 10-11-2 with 22 points. They are 1-7-1 at home. The Blues come into this game 7-9-6 at 20 points. They are 4-4-2 on the road. They have 2 points, and this is a successful road trip, no matter what happens in New Jersey, right? Yeah. And that's what they needed to me, right? Have a successful road trip, and as long as they can get a successful road trip out of this, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay going into the Thanksgiving day off, and then into December. I'm going to be okay with that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. You can see, like, obviously whenever the season started, we had so many like flip-flop games. You have really good games against Dallas and Edmonton, and then horrible games against Detroit and Chicago and stuff like that. But now, like, as you're getting into unfortunately it's in overtime losses, but you can see like things kind of narrowing down, kind of like leveling out to where we're being more competitive. And I think we've seen that a ton on this road trip.
Go ahead, Justin.
Well, and that's a good point. The Blues on this road trip, despite having the 2 overtime losses, I thought the Blues were the best team in every road game they played so far. Not the ones beforehand, but the on this road trip, the 3, the Toronto, the Philadelphia, and the last game. I thought it was a more even back and forth tilt, but I thought the Blues controlled most of those games. I thought that they deserved to win most of those, or all 3 of them games actually. But
I can agree with that. It's the second period seems to be, or at least we take one of the periods off, and then seem to let the other team get back in. So if you solidify that, I think you're fine.
Yeah, well, I'm with you. I felt like I will say Toronto. We outplayed Toronto the full game. I felt like we should have won that one. Philly, I feel like we outplayed them most of the game, not the whole game, but most of the game. Still feel like we should have won it, but we backed off, and that's on us. It's not like Philly stepped their game up to where they beat us.
Right.
We beat ourselves on that one. But the Islanders, I mean. You mentioned shutout. As far as I'm concerned, that was a shutout. That was just a luck goal that Bennington gave up. I mean, that wasn't on Bennington. That wasn't something, just a rebound that didn't get cleared enough, that went to the right spot.
Well, and then you have the whole controversy at the end where the Islanders could have tied it, with the whole high sticking bull crap thing. And, we went over that. And I don't know how, Corey, I don't know how you felt about it, but we discussed that ad nauseum. We thought that was a joke of a call. I mean, just NHL embarrassing themselves once again.
Yep. Short answer, I agree. We won't get too crazy into that.
Yeah, I mean, I never even saw the explanation of it. I know.
I don't think they gave one.
Montgomery talked about it a little bit, but he said he was going to talk to the supervisor because he didn't understand the call at all. Right? How can a guy be control of his stick when he's knocked down? Right? When he's tripped. My biggest thing is this is something the NHL absolutely has to fix. If a goal is waved off for goaltender interference, that's a penalty and should be called a penalty. Goaltender interference is a penalty in and of itself.
I see.
So once the penalty happens, right, the goaltender interference, the goal, they had control of the puck. So the goal itself never happened. That means the penalty happened. And it's not, the Blues didn't score on the 5-on-4, right? So the penalty needs to come. It needs to be a penalty. And I also feel like when you challenge for goaltender interference and win, you should go on the power play.
I can agree with that. It's something I actually didn't think about. I don't know why.
Yeah, well, and I think the way that the NHL views it is, oh well, if it's goal interference and we call for the no goal and we call it a no goal, then that's your power play. I feel like that's the way that the NHL views it. Oh, it's you didn't get scored on, so that's your reward. You didn't get scored on, so.
Well, the problem is, by rule, the goal would have never counted anyways because the arm would have went up. And because they had control of the puck, right? Because they had control of the puck, the play would have blown dead. Right?
Hey, you don't have to baby talk this to me. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. You don't have to baby talk me on that one.
Yeah. Hey, Shaggy. This is Shaggy, my new Rangers friend and fan. I sent you a link on Twitter, man. You are welcome to join us. I know 4 gets to be a little much, but Shag, you're always welcome to join us, and we can figure it out. We're pretty good at that. How are we doing on time? We're getting there. So let's go ahead and go into our predictions of what do we think is going to happen for the game and who our player to watch is. Corey, you're the guest. I'm going to let you go first. You cool with that, bud?
Absolutely. So I'm going to say it's going to be another close one. I think we narrowly escape overtime again because I think they're still building. I think it's a slow. It's baby steps. We're getting to the good stuff. So I think we get 2-1 win in regulation. Player to watch for me, it's going to be Hofer.
Right, Justin.
I'm gonna pass this off to you, guy. I'll go last.
Okay. I'm actually, so we did a video on this and I sent Justin, I'm going to change now, right? Because I thought Bennington was in net. I originally had Thomas. I'm with Hofer as the player now because I think that the absolute, the weight of the world is on his shoulders, on this young man's shoulders, and he's going to have to step it up and do what he's had trouble doing in the rest of the games where it's been on his shoulders.
Yep.
He's had trouble. So tonight it's on him. And I like Shockey. I'm going 4-2 Blues. I think that I do think that the Rangers' troubles are going to stay the Rangers' troubles. But it's all coming down to Hofer in my eyes.
Yep.
I'm going with the Blues win. I'm going with a 3-1 Blues win. I think the Rangers probably still have that struggle at home or just struggle in general to score. My player, I'm going to go a little different. Hofer is a good choice. I posted this on Facebook too, that my offensive player would be Kyrou tonight. I think Kyrou is good for a game. But I think my defensive player and the guy that I'm going to probably focus on the most is probably going to be Parayko in this one. I don't know why Parayko is screaming to me. Parayko has been the kind of the lesser of the, I guess, noticeable guys out there for that pairing between him and Broberg. I think Broberg's been the best Blues defenseman this year. But I think Colton Parayko is due to have one of them Colton Parayko games, where he's really up in the offense, really driving the puck on net, hopefully getting some points. So I'm going to go with Parayko tonight.
Oh, I like that. I think that's really good. Now, I'm going to throw – who's the player – I'm going to throw something new. Who's the player we're most concerned about tonight?
Ooh, okay, I'll get it out of the way because I feel like if not, everybody else is going to take it. It's Mayu. For me, it's Mayu. It's going to be his first game back up from the Thunderbirds. How does he fall back in? I made a video where they were. I'm basically saying the same thing I've said here. They're tightening it up. They're, eliminating chances, or limiting chances. So, does that allow Mayu to get up into the play and be a little more offensive rather than being so self-conscious about being in the defensive zone? So I'm more worried about Mayu for sure.
Hey, Shaggy!
Hey, guy, what's going on? Do you hear me good?
Yes, we can, man.
Yep.
Welcome. Right now we're doing which player we most concerned with. I'm going to go to Justin and then I'll go, and then I'll let Shaggy come in since he just joined us. Shag, and I'll say this before Justin goes. It is an honor to have you on the show. It's great to see you. I've missed you. You are one of my best. You're my only New York friend, but I love you, buddy. I just had to say that, man.
All right. Yeah, Guy, I missed you for a while. I always like to check in on your show because it's fire.
I appreciate it, bud. Go ahead, Justin.
I have two in mind. I'm gonna start with one that I think is kind of not my choice, but I'm gonna go with Falk just because of what happened last game. I don't think that he's injured. There hasn't been anything, I don't think, out that he's been injured, but you never know. You know, that may be a foregone conclusion that he might be hurt after what we saw. So that would be my one noticeable guy there. But I think the guy that I'm going to go with actually is Pavel Buchnevich. I think Pavel Buchnevich has had 2 great games. Can he continue that and finally get on the board and get off of this skid? Or is he just going to be in another game where he looks good but can't seem to find the back of the net?
I absolutely agree with you. Buchnevich was mine, and Mike Moriano said the same thing. Falk. So what it turned out to be with Falk was a skate. His blade came out. Right? They said because that's why he was back on the ice, that he was fine. It was a skate that he's playing.
Okay.
He's not on the injury list, or he's not questionable or anything like that. So hopefully he's good to go. And we'll see. But no, I'm with Buchnevich. He had a good game in the last game. Didn't get he had an assist, but he had it. But let's see now if we take that to the next level. So he's my player of concern. Shaggy, and you can do a player of concern for the Rangers if you want to, my buddy.
The New York Rangers, that's my player of concern. So, but here's the thing. I'm going to spoil your party, your Blues party over here. The Rangers at some point are going to have to break through at home. And when they get the momentum, I don't care what team you are, you're screwed. So the thing is that I feel that it's going to happen at some point. You came off a couple bad losses. They play very good defense. Whatever way it is, the Rangers could play defense. They're chippy. They have one of the leading, forwards with hits with Cooley. You're going to have to play them hard. They play you very, very hard. You're facing a goaltender who will stand on his head and win them a game just himself. You're facing a team with a top D core with Fox and Gavrikov that you won't find many places in the NHL. You're facing a guys like Lafreniere who can make things happen themselves. If Panarin's good, he could do the same thing. There's more than just the game of hockey when they face the Rangers because unfortunately it's not been a team game for them. But there's individual players that have absolutely demolished other teams, and Blues are one of them. If you remember their last thing, I think it was last time they played, it was like 6-1 Rangers. Or something like that. So
no, backwards. So we lost the first game to you
right.
6-1.
Right. And the second one was like that.
Second one, we beat you 4-1, I think it was, and that was Montgomery's first game, which was tomorrow. First game.
You're right.
Tomorrow would be a year ago.
You guys had the interim coach luck, but the fact is that the Rangers are a team that could absolutely run you down. And the way I've been watching the Blues and the way I've seen them, they're a team that's going to fall for that. I think they can get run down after a team gets momentum. So here's what I'm going to tell you. If the Rangers have the lead after the first period, this game is over. I think that's how I will put it. I think if the Rangers get the momentum and they push it and they keep pushing it, you're going to have to deal with it. But if this game is tied or the Blues lead after the first period, I could see the Blues pulling one out, and me being another frustrated Ranger fan after another stinky home game. Let me tell you something, Guy. I've talked to you for a while about the Rangers. I think I've never been more down about this team in my life.
At our preview, I said last year was an anomaly, and the Rangers can't be that bad, and I sort of kind of right.
No, but Guy, you had something even better. You had something even better. See, what you guys don't realize is Guy predicted this year's New York Rangers season. So, Guy, I'm going to bring up something you brought out to me almost the beginning of last season. You were bringing up, before the Rangers were even anything, you were talking about the cap space And the fact that the Rangers do not have like any type of great positioning when it comes to cap space. They were
Yeah.
messed over either way. I remember you bringing up the fact that you guys are going to have to make so many decisions and this and that. And I went, 1 second. I think they can figure it out. And if we win, who cares? But then everything went sour. And Guy pretty much predicted that this season is that. The cap space got messed over. They traded Kreider. They had to do this and that. And there goes the New York Rangers season for you. So Guy actually predicted that this season was going to be a season where I'm pretty much turning off games after first or second periods.
Well, I go ahead, Dustin.
No, it's great to hear a New York Rangers perspective because I actually like the Rangers. The Rangers are one of my favorite teams on the Eastern side. I love the energy that team brings. I love some of the players on that team. I found it so rough to watch that team, especially last year with how much they were hanging the goalies out to dry. I mean, the announcers were just. They just sounded like they hated being there every night. And it was so disappointing to see a team like that who, just feels like they're on the brink of being, in the finals of the cup and they just can't get there.
Right. You know what? The thing is that this is a league that has we put it together. For example, I think they have some of the key core players to really say, hey, like we could put this together. You have guys like Zibanejad if they play well. You have guys like Panarin and Lafreniere. You have guys that are supposed to be putting these things together, but yet they don't because I feel like they don't have an identity. They don't have a team. They play hard. They do. They play hard. They play pretty chippy. But they don't have an identity. Guy talks about cycling the puck. Guy talks about, we talk about all the time like the forecheck, and we talk about the moving into the ozone. The Rangers had against Utah a chance on a power play, and they couldn't get into the ozone. I'm sorry. If you can't get into the ozone on your power play, there's something wrong with the team. I understand if you get it in the ozone and they're kicking it out, they're playing good D in their own D zone. But when you get into that ozone, you got to cycle the puck. You got to put pucks to the net. I was watching highlights from 2022, 2023 with my 2-year-old son. He loves hockey. And I'm watching the game, and Panarin has a play in which his 4-goal game in which he just simply brought the puck to the middle of the ice. And instead of looking for a play, he right away put it on net. And the reason why that works many times is because if you are a team that could put together plays, it allows the shots to have more effectiveness. Because teams will always think that you will shoot that puck. The second your shots are you're not a shooting team and you try to make that perfect play, teams know that and they'll pressure you to pass the puck and pass the puck and pass the puck, and you'll look like the Islanders' power play of last year. So you want to
have we heard yet if Torchek is going to play today? He's a game time decision.
Yeah, so I didn't see anything yet. My guess is that you're only going to find out after they come in from practice. I'm going to right now check my guy. My figure is that he's out, but only because I wouldn't suggest. I don't think they would. I don't think they would put out that type of thing, a game time decision.
Yeah, they still got him listed as a game time decision.
Okay, Trocheck is according to. Okay, so I have Trocheck was on the ice for warm up. So as of now, it's still not decided. So that means either that he's going back in and seeing how he feels after warm-ups or something, but hasn't decided. But by the way, the Rangers, when he did come back, looked like a whole other team because you move all the centers down, and he's a guy who's going to win you on faceoffs automatically. The guy
I love Trocheck. Trocheck's one of my favorites over there on the range. I don't know what I've always loved about that guy, man, but he's just he's so tenacious out there. He never gives up. He's so hardworking. I think he makes any line that he plays with better. I think he's a great player.
If you want the word for it, he plays hockey. There's I
yeah.
No. What I mean like that, I mean that in a very serious way, actually. And I think Corey sees this a little bit. There's players out there that like they're out there. Like you take a Ryan Reeves, he's not out there to play hockey. He's out there to be an enforcer. You have guys out there like even Matthew Barzal, who he's playing hockey out there, but he's trying to sort of beat you. He's trying to beat you with speed. Trocheck uses every part of his hockey skills. He could play defense, he could play offense, he could face off, he could stay by the net, he could shoot the puck, and he does every part of the game. He plays hockey, he plays real hard hockey. I myself have played hockey, and I remember a coach telling me that that the problem with my game was that I'm too focused on my own skills instead of trying to play a game of hockey. There's so many guys who have so many skills and they focus on their skills a lot and they don't focus on what they can actually just provide hockey wise. There's a lot of talent on the Blues. And the one thing that I will tell you is last year, Jake Neighbors, Dylan Holloway, these were guys who were playing hockey. These were guys who were playing every part of the game. I loved how Neighbors looked last year. And I almost feel like I know Justin's saying that it's going to come. It's gonna have to come because otherwise, where did all that go from last year at the end of the year with Neighbors and Holloway and the way Holloway was a point per game guy? So that has to be there somewhere. You need to activate it because those are guys who play downhill hockey. They're gonna run. They're able to get that puck and move it around, and they're very efficient. So that's got to happen though. But that's on. I know that sounds crazy because I know you guys have coaching it, whatever. That's on coaching. You got to get these guys going. But you know what, you guys had, I know it's come to my eyes where you're not playing great defense in front of Binnington. You see how Binnington is when he does have D in front of his eyes. And if you could put that together, both the young talent together with some of your veterans some of them are slacking off, but I think you need them to bounce off each other. You need the young guys to get the veterans going. You need the veterans to teach the young guys, to get it going. You need the coach to put everything together. If you're not putting that together, it's just you're going to look like the Maple Leafs. Yeah.
We got.
Can we just admit everyone here that the Maple Leafs are literally just, if your team's not feeling good and you're not on a good day, just think about the Maple Leafs.
The Maple Leafs are tough, man. They're a tough watch. I mean, we played them a few games ago, and I thought we were the better team, and we lost that game in overtime. So, Toronto is a whole different story. We could talk 3 hours about Toronto, but I think the game is getting ready to start here very soon here.
Well, Corey, we'll see you first intermission or second intermission?
Probably second intermission.
Okay, we'll see you second intermission. We love that. Just jump on. You got the link, bud.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Let's go
Thank
Blues.
you, Corey. Love you, man.
Let's go Blues.
All right.
I'm just curious, guy. What coming into, we haven't really talked since the beginning of the season, but coming into this season, what was your, I don't remember what you said. What was your, feeling of what's a successful season for the Blues?
I thought we were going to be third in the division, third or fourth. I thought we'd play a lot better than what we did, and we're about puck drop. I have to watch it on NHL Network, so I'm not sure whose announcers I'm watching. Said I just had puck drop.
Probably the Rangers announcers. If I had to take a guess.
Am I ahead of you?
Yeah, I have. I'm not. I haven't even. They haven't even dropped the puck yet.
Oh yeah.
No, they haven't dropped the puck on mine either.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you're really far ahead.
Okay.
Well, that's not good.
Dropping the puck now by me.
Okay, then what I'll do is I'll switch back.
No. Stay where you are. It's good. It's good. I think it's better that we just keep watching than miss a moment.
Okay. Well, I mean, I if I go to my center ice, like right now, they just had the offsides. You guys just have the offsides. I'm at 1934.
So I'm at like 9.
Yeah.
I'm like 20 seconds behind.
I'm there. I'm only about 5 seconds maybe behind you. Maybe 5, 7.
Well, that's closer then.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, it looks like Trocheck's in.
Mike Sullivan. What's your guys' thoughts? What's your thoughts on Mike Sullivan this year? There.
I wish he did better. That's honestly my thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you like this. The one thing I like is the fact that I don't think he's like a coach that I don't think it's all on him. I think the players are really not producing to their it's not a question of production. It's more of a question of this team has to get momentum, and he's working very hard on it. Actually, I like how he switches up the lines. He's doing a lot of the right things. He gets his team to play hard, but they've had ons and offs. I think they're feeling it out. I think this team is learning a little bit of a new system. I think they're playing a little more of they're trying to sort of play a defensive game with a outside shooting with like not really a tip instinct. They want good shots, quality shots on board a little more on net. But the rotations have been quite iffy when it comes to turnovers. And I feel like they're trying to play too much defense. Like they're like really not pushing the offense enough where they're focusing on it, you know?
You know,
But
I just thought of something, and I gotta wonder this. So when we saw last year Montgomery come in for the Blues, and the Blues finally, like we talked, Shaggy, if you remember when the Blues played the Rangers in that first game, I talked about how the Blues didn't have somebody sitting on the wing waiting for the puck to come down.
right,
You know,
right. They kept passing it through, and there was no one there.
Yeah, they were starting to enter the zone more of a unit in that. And he as the season went on, I mean, they struggled a little bit, but as the season went on, it seemed like he may have simplified his system a little bit to not make big changes. He came in making big changes, kind of sort of worked, so he simplified it back some. And I wonder if maybe during the preseason, he implemented the bigger changes, and that's where this team is struggling, that the system is changed enough that they're not there yet. And maybe we're starting to see them get there.
Right. So the thing when it comes to, I think, coaches and getting a team there, as you say, is I think that the job of many coaches is to really recognize the biggest fault on the team and figure out how to either hide it, right, or to solve it. Right now, the Rangers' hole has been goal scoring, especially at home, and that hasn't been solved. And that's when you say, "Hey, coach, what do you got to fix this up?" But it doesn't mean they're doing a bad job. When you look at the Blues, I say, "Hey, guys are not producing the way they really were. What you got to fix that, right?" Yeah. So I think that you have to look at that. Montgomery he had to simplify it, because when you come in, you have to make an automatic change with the guys you have. And you got to make a big impact. I still feel that there's going to be a move on these Blues getting rid of some of the veterans.
Oh, way to go, Hoffer.
The Rangers have come out playing a very hard forecheck right here.
Oh man, what a save!
Gracious. That was a goal. That's a missed shot. I'm sorry. I give credit to Hofer, but that's a miss. You got to lift that puck.
That's actually Boberg. It was Boberg. Boberg blocked it, I think.
Yeah, it was Boberg that blocked it, because that was.
It hit the post.
No, you got to lift that puck. Yeah. You got to lift that puck.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, Broberg, I think, did get a stick on it.
Yeah, you got a stick on it, but that's a puck you got to lift. You sort of want. I mean, that's really what you want always. You want the goalie to have to make a stretch out movement, whatever it is. I like how the Rangers have come out here, though. They're playing pretty hard right now. See, this is the Rangers team. That the thing is that if you do all this, here's the Rangers for you. They'll do this. They'll go down 1-0 on like a sneak and goal, like off a skate, off a foot. You know what I mean? And then they'll just lose the momentum, and then you're going to see a sleepy team the rest of the game.
Yeah. Lose that momentum, lose the life in the building.
Yeah, exactly. You have to take, when the Rangers, it's almost like the Knicks. It's very interesting that when the Knicks get that momentum, they do the same thing. It's very interesting. You go to MSG, you're going to get the crowd. You get the crowd,
I think one thing, so New York, when it comes to the Rangers, specifically, first of all, you have an iconic building and an iconic city. And it's kind of like Vegas in the early years. They would win at home. Well, they were winning at home because the players, visiting players might be spending a little too much time on the entertainment of the area. And New York has some of that. So like younger players, you see a lot of time younger players in their first game in Madison Square Garden struggle a bit, and hopefully that doesn't affect Snugard too much. I don't think this is Holford's first time playing here. It could be.
So Trocheck is in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trocheck is in. It looks like he went by the warm-ups, and I think he was okay. So he's gonna be in. That makes a big difference. I just don't know if there's gonna be like a limit on. I don't know if there's gonna be a limit on certain things. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if you put a limit on him. Then you're stretching your forwards, and that could really affect you late in the game. Well, Blues are trying to get a cycle going. Rangers are playing a tight man-on-man right now, and it seems to be working. Right? I mean, they're not letting the Blues are controlling the puck, but they're not letting them do anything with it.
Yeah, they're very aggressive, which if the Blues can find that space with the Rangers being aggressive at any point, that it could cost them. But they are playing very good defensively. Right?
That was sort of my point before with what happens. That's sort of what happens with this Rangers team. You know what I mean? That they play this great hockey, but they're right there to just falling into something.
Falk seems to be playing fine. I just seen him in the corner, so.
Mm-hmm. I think he's fine. I just was thinking, I don't know, because he got up so slow. Yeah. I mean, and obviously he was helped off just because of the skate, I guess. But I thought it was like an injury, maybe, because he went down the tunnel like he was injured.
I think originally the coaching staff didn't know what it was, so they took him down the tunnel.
I hear that. I do hear that. Man.
I mean, the Rangers are playing an aggressive offense right now, an aggressive game. You would the eye test tells you a little bit that the Rangers are controlling this game, but I don't know if that's true, right? Because they're playing an aggressive game, but they've only got 2 shots off. They did miss an open net, but the Blues seem to be handling what they're giving. I mean, is that what anybody else is seeing?
Yeah, but you're facing, when you watch this, you see you're facing the pressure. You're not facing sort of high quality shots. You had one high quality, which was really badly mistaken, I think. In my opinion.
It was missed. It was a missed shot, basically. It was
a missed shot. So you're not exactly facing like crazy. You're facing like physical pressure, but that's not going to do anything against a hockey team because they don't just be physically back.
Ah!
Very nice hit. Yeah, Guy, you're like so far ahead of us, dude.
Okay, I'll kind of be quiet a little bit then.
By the way,
very good chance.
I'm at 13:45. They just had an icing.
Yeah, I'm at 13. Like I'm about to be an icing. Yeah, it's icing now.
I'm just saying that Shesterkin against.
Oh, he shot that too early. Oh, he shot that too early, and he finally got the puck handled and he just shot it too early. Should have waited just a little bit longer. He didn't make Shesterkin commit first.
Shesterkin, yeah, he's a good goalie, man. I love Shesterkin. He got hung out to dry last year a lot.
I also didn't think he played that well last year.
Oh, no, I don't think he played that well, but I don't think he was the main cause of that problem because they were also playing very bad in front of Quick, too.
Yeah, it's interesting, actually. I found it very interesting that
Shaggy, you're going to have to go out and come back in. You're coming in really bad, bud. Yeah. Unfortunately, it happens with him sometimes.
I was hearing the echo.
Yeah.
All right, Blues coming in the zone here. Yeah, very good try by Shin there. Shin with the best chance of the game right there, besides the one Ranger shot.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think anybody's really controlled this game yet.
Yeah.
It's kind of been a back and forth contest as of right now. Blues are getting some offensive zone time now, which is looking good.
Yeah.
Man, that was a really, really bad turnover. I don't know what he was doing there, but that was a very bad turnover.
Holloway?
No, the guy, the Rangers guy who threw it back around the boards to no one. That was a bad play, and it kept the play in the zone. Is ice? Yeah. I just got to the icing. Yeah, I'm probably like 7 seconds behind you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching it on center ice, so I know I'm at a delay too, but I guess I'm still a little ahead of you.
Yeah.
It's not on ESPN because it's on NHL Network.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll be fine. Just as long as you don't spoil it too much.
Yeah. Hey, the intermission I thought went really good.
Yeah,
Or not the
pregame.
intermission, the pregame. Yeah, I thought it went really good. Even with the four of us, I thought it went really well. I thought we handled it well.
Yeah, this has been a good back and forth tilt. No one looks slow out of the gate. They both look fast. They both look like they're trying to control the game. Kind of maybe even game so far.
Good heavyweight fight. Or middleweight fight, maybe.
Well, that was a win. That was a weird face-off win. Thomas won that and won it to the Rangers somehow.
Oh.
I'm not utterly surprised that they started Shesterkin. I am a little surprised. I thought that they might have, just because of where the Blues placement was.
All right, I think this will do much better.
Yeah, that's better, Shags. Yeah.
I think that I don't have fancy enough devices to be able to do my background and all the I gotta up my equipment. I don't do it that often now, so
Yeah.
it's like I haven't done my. I've been begged by people to start my podcast again. I don't think people realize the work that goes into it.
Right, a couple really good shifts for Melu so far. You're on Gotham Sports. Sorry, I mean, Mike. I deal with that whenever the Blues play either the Kings or the Ducks. I have to watch their feeds. Yeah, good save by Hofer there.
The entire point of sports, I think, was to allow fans to sort of. You want fans. I mean, the sport doesn't survive without fans. I found it absolutely horrific, the fact that we used to be able to turn on our TVs and just watch the chat and be able to watch the game. And now you have to figure out, where is it on tonight? It might be for all you know, you're gonna have to go to Tubi TV to watch it.
Yeah, sometimes with the NHL that is an issue of where the game is. What's really funny is that, especially in St. Louis, when the game's not on Fox Sports Midwest, people have a freaking meltdown. Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? In the groups, because I see it from others. Where's the game? Where's the game tonight? Where's the game? Why is it not on Fox Sports Midwest? Because it's a nationally televised game, right? I mean, it's an absolute meltdown. And then you've got, I guess now, is it called? It used to be MSG Network. Then you had the Yes Network, which is the Yankees entertainment system or something like that. So,
yeah. So we had the Yes Network, and now they decided to make us pay more and just start paying for everything else.
See, I agree with this, that the blackout on sports streaming services need to stop, especially in the NBA. I think there's a misunderstanding. What happens? You're actually if people are still watching your stream, or let's say that they're watching, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're if they're watching you on your app or so-and-so's app or center or whatever they're watching you on, you're still being watched. And I think that some way the services need to be able to combine that number. So this way they can go to advertiser and say, yeah, this is how many people are watching, right? Even within zone or not. But as long as you've got I mean, there's got to be, in this day and age, there's got to be a way to make sure that because I know they count streaming now, they count streaming numbers on regular TV, when people watch it later. So, I think that's one way to eliminate the blackout is to look at it this way now. Oh, nice move with the puck there. His puck handling skills has gotten so much better. Kairos?
Yeah, he can hold on to the puck now. He got a little bigger. So it's good good play there. Easy, just quick and easy shot on that there.
Shaggy, what do you think of the Blues rebrand?
Not bad. Not bad. It didn't blow my mind. I'll tell you that much.
For me, it was I like the symbols more than anything else. The way they did the note, the way they did the fleur de lis, the way they did the STL. I really liked that. I thought that was creative. It kind of. I'd like to see.
It definitely was thought out really well.
I'd like to see a jersey with the fleur de lis on it, the STL fleur de lis, or not the STL music note, right? The one that's on the pants.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd like to see a jersey. I'd like to see a jersey with that on it, and them actually play with a jersey with that on the front. I think that would be cool. Blues are getting a lot better with the cycle this season. I mean, because I've talked about it in the past, they're a good cycle team, but this season they've struggled with it. It seems like the last 5 or 6 games, it's starting to come around.
I don't think people realize that.
It was only a matter of time before this team, kind of started to figure it out. I mean, like I said, the underlying stats are there.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of time before they figured it out.
The problem that I have is a friend of mine was once talking to me about these underlying stats. And the problem is that some of these underlying stats, as true as they are, if you look, I can't tell you how many games the Rangers have deserved to win, but you make one small mistake and you lose that game. That's where you have to realize that it's not always about your overall production. The Rangers could absolutely play great defense. They could lose a game 2-1, and you'll go, hey, they must have played well. And you'll look at it, yep, they played well. But how'd you lose that game? Simple. You were tied at 1, and you gave up shorthanded goal, let's say.
Yeah,
it's very simple.
And we talked about that. The Blues defense hasn't. Everybody says the Blues defense is so bad and everything, but the stats show that they're not. But it's like you said. And we even talked about this. I even brought this up when I posted those stats that the Blues are a team that has just struggled with eventually making a mistake that leads to the back of their net. So. They could be good at the defensive stat, but
there's no
right.
stat.
No, I'm with you.
Right.
Yeah, you're starting to break up again, Chag.
1 second, I got this.
Yeah, we're starting to get feedback. You're breaking up, and we're getting feedback from you.
How are we doing now?
Better. That's good.
That's good. Right.
Yeah. So the thing is that there's no stat on that. There's no stat on it. There's no stat that says, hey, you made the worst mistake in the game. So that doesn't really help us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Blues goaltending at the beginning of the season was absolutely atrocious. However, I do, it wasn't all on the goaltenders. There was a lot of breakdowns. There was a lot of miscommunication. There was a lot of things going on. And it really seems like things are starting to get better. And again, they're only 2 games out of 500, right? Which isn't,
the Rangers are above 500.
No, they're 1 game under.
Or the 1 game under. Oh, okay, fine. I'm saying, no, they're right there as well. I mean, they were actually above, and they went down after the 2-game loss. But I'm saying the Rangers are a team that are right there. There's so many times. I mean, they show so much potential and they can't put it together. It's a problem, and I see it constantly with this team. I see it. I mean, the problem with especially hockey now is that I feel like players are getting faster. I think defense is getting better. I think goalies are, there's less good ones. It's more about the rest of your team. You know what I mean? If you
Right.
look at like the top goalies, it used to be a fight for Vezina. I feel like it's like been the basic guys again, not basic, but it's been like much harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now Hullebuck's out for 6 weeks.
But I'm saying that's the thing. This is how
4 to
it's
6
going.
weeks or something like that. So the Vezina might be more open this year. I actually thought Bennington was going to be a Vezina finalist winner. And unless he actually just,
Well,
blows it away.
If they play defense in front of him, then he'll be up there. But you're not exactly, you're not getting crazy defensive numbers.
Yeah. Shots right now are 6 as we're in the Fags, as we're in the commercial break. Shots are 6-4 in favor of the Rangers. The rest of the stats are kind of even like that too. Attempts are close. Hits are 9 apiece. Rangers are winning the faceoff circle 60% to 40%. Takeaways are even. Giveaways, Rangers have given away 5, Blues 3. So early on, I mean, we're seeing a somewhat of an even up played game in my eyes.
It's been physical. It's been physical up and down. Definitely a lot of chances both ways. Not a lot. There are a couple chances both ways. I think that you're going to have to start seeing a little bit more of some better shots being created, but on both sides really. But definitely it was a fun. It's so far been fun. So far it's been fun.
Mayu has been good so far.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, he's been good. He's doing that blue system. I mean, you see that blue system working in effect. You know how they want the defenseman to jump up in the play.
Yep. Oh, we lost Shag for a second. Shockey said a reason the NHL shouldn't expand, talking about the goalies and that, and that. Oh, might have him back.
Sorry.
You got your back, Shags?
Yeah. No, I went to do something else and I X'd that.
Right.
Oh man.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a back and forth game right now, and I can't say that any one team's had more of a control than another, but for the most part, it seems even up. I'd say even up, maybe slight edge to the Rangers, but not much.
Go. Quick.
Well, the Blues have had the cycling looks in this period so far. The Rangers have been a lot of pop gun, feels like.
Yeah.
A lot of one and done.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, from early impressions of this game so far, both teams are even right now, but the Rangers are doing something in the D zone that is kind of concerning if I'm a Rangers fan, and that's the fact that they're throwing pucks. They're randomly just throwing pucks to anywhere, like they're just no look passing it, and they're getting turnovers, or they're making turnovers.
Welcome to 2025 New York Rangers.
What do you say?
I said welcome to the 2025 New York Rangers. We don't know where we're putting the puck.
I mean, that's just my early impression so far from what I've seen. Like it could be something. It hasn't cost them yet, but it could be.
It's called whack-a-mole. They hit the puck and they assume let's get it out. They're trying. I told you it's again. They're playing hard on defense, and then they're not really focusing on, once the puck is. Once they move, whatever, they're just like there's like a non-focus between connecting the defensive zone to offensive zone to connecting all the parts of the game yet. So hopefully they could put things together to create themselves good chances. I mean, they've had a good forecheck in this game. That's the part that I'm enjoying. Pretty good forecheck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just from what I've seen, that's just kind of what I've kind of gathered, at least just from this early portion of the first, just in my mind. But
I mean, it's always fun watching the Rangers play, and it's always great having Shags on. He's a good friend. He's been a good friend for a while now, and I really appreciate him.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Shags.
Always.
If I do my East Coast tour next year, I'm gonna have to stop up in New York and see you, bud.
Oh, for sure. We got it. We're gonna have to go to a game or do something of that sort.
Well, if I do it, it'll probably be summertime.
That's better for me.
Mike, he has been good. Hoffer has been good so far. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
yeah, like I said, it's been a very even back and forth tilt in this game so far.
Yeah, and it's been a back and forth, a physical battle. Definitely, there's been a little bit of a sloppy game between both sides, but someone's gonna have to straighten out, and let's see who that will be first. Whoever that is first. I'm telling you, if this comes out tied or a Blues lead, I mean, I don't know how these Rangers they seem to at home just look like they're stuck, you know. Just explain to me why
Another
Buchnevich
big
only has
save.
8 points in 2 games.
Huh?
Why Buchnevich has 8 points in 22 games this year?
Good save by Hofer. Yeah, it was. It's kind of cutting out, so I can't really hear the question full.
Yeah, you cut out their show,
No,
man.
I said. Could you explain to me why Buchnevich has only had 8 points in 22 games?
Yeah, he's been very, very slow.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Do you guys
I don't know.
You want Sammy Blay back? You want Blay? I can
No.
get you. I can work something out for you guys.
Well,
No.
he's on Toronto. We already saw him. We don't need him back.
No, I think Buchnevich and I've talked about this a couple of times. When Buchnevich was at his best, he had the Russian connection. He had Barbashev
and
Tarasenko, and that seemed to really work for him. Unfortunately, him and Torpachenko are not like on the same level, right? That they're I mean, you can't, if you're putting them on the same line, you're really and you're not. No matter how bad he's playing, he's still playing better than he should be on than he should be on the fourth line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why I kind of like that he's with the Devo.
But that's why I really felt. I know I told you that I think Butch is going to get traded. I definitely think that you're just going to keep him around with the lack of production, the slowing down. Maybe all those injuries have finally caught up to him.
Well, they just signed him on a big contract, a 6-year deal.
But
so
this is what happens, with these injuries.
Mayu fighting hard there with Fowler. I think splitting Fowler and Falk up was the right thing to do with the young guys.
Mm-hmm.
Quick shot from Holloway. Nice little move there. They're getting another cycle going.
They're starting something, but there's only 3 minutes left of the period.
Oh, look at that. Oh, what support. Go!
Oh, you're ahead of us, pal. Chill out.
Sorry.
He almost said, oh, I hear it. I hear it. I hear it.
Thought you did it a different way.
I hear it now.
Yeah,
I hear
did
it now.
a different way. I did it through StreamYard.
What a shot by Dylan Holloway. Broberg continues to show me why he's the best Blues defenseman this year. But, hey, and look at that guy. Guess who gets a point on that one?
Who?
Colton Parayko.
Parayko, way to go. That was Holloway came in. So Kyrie was along the wall. Holloway came in for support. Freed up Kyrie that got Holloway out, who got it over to Holloway for the shot. I mean, that was just a really good play all the way around.
Yep.
Goldberg and
Shag,
Parayko. Actually, I thought Kyrie could have gotten one in there, but
I wanna ask, what did you think about that one from Shesterkin's point of view? Is that just a good shot that he had no chance on, or how do you feel about that?
You got to make that save. You got to make that save. That's. I'm sorry. I mean, Holloway. First of all, the one thing that I think it was a lucky shot in a sense, but you still got to make that save. But that puck.
I don't know. That was a good shot in the top shelf, man.
You don't think it hit the player in front of him?
I'm not 100%.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again, more in depth. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it could have. I mean, I don't know if it went in clean. If it went in clean, then you're probably right. He probably should have had a save on that one. But
I think he could make that save. I think that's a pretty good blocker save that you could block her away. But okay, whatever. I'll tell you one thing. When you lift that puck like that, that's what you're supposed to do. You got if that didn't touch anyone, that's how you have to lift that puck. Get up high. That's the best way to beat these. Beat the.
Oh no, that was clean. That was clean. It was top shelf. He was screened a little bit, but it was top shelf, top corner. I mean, right there. That was not on Shesterkin at all. You're not making that.
Oh, I did just see it. That is my thing. Would be maybe a little bit better angle from Shesterkin, but then again, that was a clean shot. I don't think that hit anybody. I don't think that hit the defender in front. I think it just went in clean.
I just don't see. But you see that on that play, you say, "Hey, Rangers played it really hard on the boards. They were moving that puck, but they instead of sending it out or getting a leak and moving it or moving it around the board, trying to get to your guys, they simply just whacked at it. If you watch the way they played those boards, that was horrible. The Blues came up with it and then were able to quickly set themselves up with a 1-2 punch. And that was that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it was also Shesterkin recovering. It was, you realize that needs a quick recovery right there because it was a fight against the boards. He's watching the boards, and then suddenly you come out with a great 1-2 pass. But that was a good quick cycle. You didn't need to cycle it because you had the turnover.
That was cycle, like Shockey said, cycle with support. It got the Rangers out of position, and I saw that. The Rangers had the puck. Kyrie has the puck. The Rangers are awning. Holloway comes in and supports Kyrie, and it kind of switched positions. So that allows Kyrie to get out and Holloway to get the puck up to Kyrie, who's then able to get it back to the defenseman who play catch to get Holloway, who came out of that corner, open and with the Rangers out of position. And that was, I mean, he had a guy on him, but it was still, I mean, that was a hell of it. That was a goal scorer's goal there. I'm sorry, Shag. Goal scorer's goal. And that, when you can cycle like that, when you can keep the cycle and you don't, you keep the forecheck going, you're going to win those battles and you're going to keep things going your way. This game is starting to take a shift.
What did I
And that's
say?
the end of the first.
What did I say? You end the first period with a
Very
down
good.
1-0.
Very good chance there at the end.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
This is the Rangers story. They play hard. They're going to make you work, but you see that one mistake, they give up the goal. And that was it.
What is it? The player on, I don't know who was on Holloway or in front of Holloway. I feel like he probably could have played it a little better because Holloway has to kind of turn. He's out. He's out of distance.
I don't think he had time. I don't think he had time. That pass was a quick pass, and he transitioned well.
Yeah, I mean he did position very quickly and get a shot, which is why I think I kind of can agree with Guy on that one about being a goal scorer's goal, just being so quick with that and getting that puck off. I just think I feel like he moves out of the way almost, like he probably could have at least attempted to throw his stick out there. I don't think I saw him throw his stick out there, to deflect it or anything.
Yeah. That was so we're at the end of the first period. Shots were 9-5. I do expect that to change a little bit. I think one of the Blues shots may not gotten counted yet. Blues ended up having 14 attempts in that period. So the Rangers did a decent job of keeping the attempts down. Rangers had 22 attempts. 23 attempts, if I got my math right, 23 attempts. But I mean, you look at that period and you go, okay, attempts were 23-14. So the Rangers must have owned that period. And I don't think the Rangers owned that period at all. Hits were 18-11 in favor of the Rangers. They did play a very aggressive period. They had 6 giveaways to the Blues 4. They had 1 takeaway. The Blues had none. Blues blocked 10 shots. Rangers blocked 7. Face-off wins ended up shifting. The Blues ended up winning that 13-10 for 57% to 43. We had no penalties in that period. Very quick, very few whistles. I think that most of our players to watch have been the players to watch, right? You talked about Justin. You talked about how our Parayko gets an assist. Me and Corey talked about Hofer, and Hofer has a strong period, good saves. Rangers did miss an open net, and that's the puck luck that the Blues weren't getting starting to go their way. Chris Shockey says the Rangers defense is like what our offense was up to 4 games ago. Just throw the puck somewhere and pray your guy is there. Shaggy, I forget who your player to watch was.
New York Rangers.
Oh, the whole team, right?
No, I'll give you this right now, Guy. I'll give you before I didn't really give you a great answer for this. My player to watch is Panarin. I think when Panarin's on and Panarin makes things happen, this team is much better. I have not seen a great Panarin this year. I think he's had some highs and lows, but it's really been mostly lows. I think he does so many great things on the ice, both sides, and I just want to see so much more from him. But if there's a guy that the rest of this game I need to see more is Panarin. The Blues have done a great job in just handling what the Rangers want to throw at them and sort of brushing it off almost and saying, hey, look, we know you're going to make a mistake at some point and we're just going to take advantage of that. And the Rangers are going to do that. That's exactly what they've been doing the whole year. They've been playing hard. They're being coached. They're playing well. They're trying to do what they want to do, but they're just not completing it to the end. And again, I think Sullivan's the right guy to have around to go fix these type of things. But they showed exactly who they were in that first period. A team that will play you hard, good goaltending, good defense, will show up a little bit on offense, have some great attempts, but not produce and allow the other team to take advantage and get the lead. And that's simple.
Well, if you had to pick one area, and I normally say the 5 areas of hockey, right? That's not what I'm talking about this time. If you had to pick an area where you think that the Blues really took it to the Rangers in this period, what would that be? Or what area do you think? Because I saw something, and it was very evident in that goal.
If you tell me it's board battles. It's board battles. It's
Yeah.
when that puck gets to that board, the Blues are I can't they're not attacking it. They're basically covering it. They have everyone in the right spots to be able to get to that puck and bring it out and make something happen with whatever. One of the best chances you'll have is exactly what that goal was, which is basically where, because you were fighting on the boards, you lose a certain amount of stamina, as well as you have to reset towards your positioning. And so then once you win that, if you win that battle, you're right away sending it out to someone for a great shot. And that was exactly what the Blues got. Now, it's not like the Blues literally are depending on that, but when you're having a board battle on your own defensive side, your job is to try to get that puck out and try to, transition it into the offense. And the Rangers are not transitioning.
Their cycle set that board battle up, and the support is what won that board battle. Hey, Justin, do you have something that just came up you wanted to say, or something? The look on your face was like someone just put something out, or
No. I'm okay. I'm just listening, and then I'll give my 2 cents when I'm called upon.
You're always called upon, man. You give me 2 cents every time, bud. Right?
No, I agree with what Shag's saying. I think I think the Blues. I think in the aspect of what they controlled and what the Rangers may have controlled in that period, I feel like the Blues won the board battles in that period, and I think they won the cycle play. I think the area of weakness that I'm looking at is the defensive zone turnovers. I don't know how many the Rangers had in that period, but there was a lot of times where the Rangers could have just taken their space and skated the puck and transitioned, like Shag said, and just transitioned it to offense. And instead of doing that, they threw it around the boards to no one. So it really made it easy for the Blues, who were just forechecking them and just standing, where the Rangers were just throwing this puck just willy-nilly.
Yeah. They're doing what the Blues did last year under Bannister. That was our biggest complaint under Bannister. The Rangers just throwing the puck at the net. They're not really staying in the Blues zone and passing the puck. That's exactly what the Blues did last year. I remember talking about it consistently. All right. And this right now, it feels like we're seeing the Blues start to become who we thought they were at the beginning of the season. They're not there yet, but we're seeing it. We're seeing some of that chemistry work. That was good. I mean, between Holloway and Kyrou supporting each other, fighting for the puck together. And Kyrou haters, Kyrou doesn't battle the puck. Kyrou gives up on the puck. Kyrou did not give on that puck. He was with that puck all the way around the boards, and it was him getting in the position that allowed Holloway to get it to him to get it to Boberg to Parayko to Boberg, and Holloway open because the Rangers were out of position covering Kyrou, who went to the other side of the net. So I like what I'm seeing. What?
Oh no! Anytime you mention Kyrou, I got to give you a smack because you're always the Kyrou apologist. But great play, like I said, great play all around. That line has been good. You've seen that line noticeable. It just was only a matter of time before they started to get on the score sheet. It's only one here, but you like to hope that this line is going to continue to be good. And continue to build off of this type of stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm with you on the Kyrou front. There's a lot of people that give Kyrou a lot of smack for a lot of things that he doesn't deserve smack for. I mean, he I do agree that it's an offensive game and Kyrou needs to be scoring goals, but Kyrou has improved his game so much on the defensive side where he's became a very, very good two-way winger. Something that he doesn't necessarily have to be, but in this NHL, that's only going to help you. He's not like Kyrou. To me, Kyrou is not. He's not a Nathan McKinnon. He's not a Connor McDavid. He's not a Leon Johnson. He's not those guys. I mean, those guys are sinners, but he's not that. He's not that level of talent. He's a great player, but he's not that level of talent. So him being a two-way guy is not a bad thing for the Blues.
Yep. Matt Lowe says, yep, kind of sucked. Rousey doesn't get an assist, but he's buzzing tonight. And again, I think the reason that I'm a Kyrou apologist, as you like to say, and that's fine, is because of the negativity he gets when it's not deserved, right? Like I was like Scandella. Scandella got all the negativity, and it was obvious that Scandella didn't deserve that negativity, right? Letty got the negativity, and I thought Letty deserved some of that negativity, and I was okay with that. But when it comes to Scandella or Kyrou, he doesn't deserve it. He's done. Again, oh, Ashley's here. Hi, Ashley. Right?
Ash is bad.
Yeah, you know Shag's going to be here when the Rangers are here.
Yeah, of course. I'll be here for the Rangers. Always.
And Justin, I say this to I do apologize if I'm focusing a little more on Shags. We have some history together. So I'm trying to make sure I get everybody, but please forgive me if I do that, right?
Yeah, you're fine. I'm fine. I'm A-okay.
but again, like I said, me and Shaggy have got some history. We've been doing Rangers Blues for about 5 years now. 4 years now. So we've got
4 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt Lowe says, he's the whipping boy, worse than Scandella, more like the Bowmeister hate with Kyrou.
Oh gosh.
I like I said, Kyrou gets a lot of slack, but like I said, there is times though where like when I called you out when you were talking about like, oh, Kyrou, I don't think he trusts Suter and and I'm just thinking to myself like I'm sorry, but like Suter's been like the most consistent Blues player all year. The guy has like been fantastic all year. I mean, I can't think of any game where I'm like that guy was terrible. I can't.
The problem with Kyrou is that he's had some crazy upside, if you know what I mean. Like his upside has been sometimes at such a point where it was like, there's like a certain high that he's been able to, bring out many times where people expect him to always be that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I feel like there's just like, I always expect that Panarin acts a certain way, is going to give us that high. When he doesn't give us that high, everyone gets, frustrated. You see, especially New York fans that way. You know what I mean? So to a certain degree, I feel like the biggest disappointment when it comes to some of these players who have produced so well is the fact that you have to realize that, every player goes through their things. Not everyone is Connor McDavid.
Yeah. Mike Mariano says Kyrou and Ariano get about the same amount of hate between both St. Louis.
Nah, we're not
both St. Louis teams. And I said, so Justin, I want to respond slightly to you. When I made that comment about Kyrou not trusting Suter, and I made that comment, and it was at the very, very beginning of the season and preseason, and that was from what I had saw. I know that is now changed, but there was in my eyes a point where it felt like, especially the game we went to, that those two played together with Holloway. There was a period where Suter was wide open and Kyrou just would not pass it to him. So again, that was at that point, that was my observation. Now it's not. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I'm hearing you. I'm sorry. I was, someone was talking to me. I get where you're coming from. I'm just giving an example of, a situation where, because there's a few times where I'm just, I'm like Kyrou can do no wrong. Like, and I get it. Like Kyrou has been snake bitten. He's had his ups. He's had his downs. I really want to see a Kyrou that, like Shag says, where you kind of feel that fifth gear almost. And you can see, like, when you see a Kyrou goal and you just see him hype, you see him sell in real hard. Like, that's the Kyrou I love to see. I feel like sometimes we don't see that Kyrou. I feel like sometimes he goes invisible. The last 2 years, this year especially, and last year, I didn't get the sense that I felt a Kyrou that wasn't energetic. I felt like he was always on the ice. I felt like I always saw him. I felt like he always used his speed when he needed to, and he didn't go ghost. So I don't think that he's deserved a lot of the criticism. But that's not to say that Jordan Kyrou does no wrong either.
Here's scary Phantom. Do you think the Blues should trade for Nathan McKinnon? Well, first of all,
I don't know. I
they
think
couldn't
Nathan McKinnon is not worth much at this point. So I mean, you could throw a couple of fan tickets, maybe you'll get him. I mean, I think the Blues could offer, maybe they need an extra hot dog. I think we could give us hot dog.
We'll give you Oscar Sundquist.
Yeah.
I love you, Sonny, but just give us Nate McKinnon, all right?
I think that's giving up too much because you're giving a guy with skates on. I think the guy that cleans up the ice might be good. I'll tell you, guy, you got to hear this. The New York Giants have sucked, and the Giants defensive coordinator has been horrible. And they and during the game on Sunday, the Giants were winning, and I said to my friend, "Yo, I'm gonna quickly call the defensive coordinator. I'll tell him to start stinking it up." And then they started stinking it up. And then I said, and then today he got fired. And the guy texted me like, "Shraggy, what did you do?" I said, I told, oh man. But I think the first of all, by the way, I'm just telling you, Nathan McKinnon right now is insane. But it's interesting, by the way, Guy. Did you notice that in sort of like the difference in space between the top teams and the bottom teams in most of hockey? I mean, there's a certain amount has been very close, except for maybe
absolutely. We talked about it at one point. There were only like 6 teams that were under 500, right? I mean, you knew at some point that's got to shift. Some of these teams that are way up high can't stay up that high. I mean, I don't know how Colorado is staying as high as they are. I mean, they have one regulation loss, right? So far, if I remember right, they have one regulation
and they're missing, and the Chushkin's hurt, and the Chushkin's hurt, and I, you know what I mean?
Showing a memorable fight, February 21st, 1970. I might remember that slightly. Oh yeah, the moon. Oh my goodness, I got it. So I was asking when I went to the Blues alumni camp, I asked some former Blues players like who was the craziest player, and they talked about this guy mooning the New York Rangers. I forget who it was, but he just dropped, bent over like he was going to moon him. Steve Dubrano. Yep, that's it. That's who they mentioned. They thought he was absolutely nuts. What does Toronto and the Titanic have in common? They both at the bottom of the Atlantic.
Nah, they're both. No, you know what the answer to that is? What Toronto and the Titanic have in common?
Okay, we're about ready for puck drop.
The commonality between
second period. Nope.
The commonality between Toronto and the Titanic is that they're both good until they hit the ice.
That's pretty good too. Puck drop.
Do you remember who was on the fourth line of the Avalanche last year who had one of the greatest names in hockey history?
No.
Ivan. No joke. And he scored a couple goals. He was doing pretty well. Butch is not scoring a goal this period, Mike. Butch doesn't know how to score goals. He's got 8 points in 22 games.
You're cutting out on us again, Shags.
How am I cutting out? Shouldn't be me.
He wasn't. He wasn't cutting out for me. He said that Bush is not scoring a goal.
Mike Marnano says Bush is going to score a goal this period.
Yeah.
And then Shaq said no. He said no.
He's got 8 points in 22 games. The guy doesn't know how to lace up his skates.
Thomas, great play there.
Yeah. My stitches are bothering me again.
That was a low key kind of. I mean, out far, not much can happen on that one, but kind of caught your Sturkin off guard there, Snuggerud.
Yeah.
Jimmy Snugglebug Snuggerud.
Good shot there.
Well, and I gotta say this too. It's kind of a double package. I gave you two guys. I said Kairu would be offensively the guy to watch tonight, and I said defensively Pareko. So, so far that's came to fruition so far.
Yeah. I mean, right now we know the Blues second period sucks. I think they're minus 18. I could be wrong. I know it got better after last.
Well, and it was disappointing too. It was disappointing too because
50.
the Blues played a great second period against Toronto, and they ended up scoring at the very end. But they were the better team in that period, which was disappointing to see.
That was the third period. That was the third period. They scored one goal in the fourth. They went from minus 16 to minus 15.
Well,
plus one.
Well, I just remember that the Blues were good against Toronto in the second period. I can't.
Yeah, they were. Oh no, yeah, Toronto did score late. I was thinking of the Islanders in the last game. You're correct. You are correct on that.
Yeah, guy, don't correct me, guy.
Well, I didn't hear you say that.
No, I just was kidding. I'm just kidding. Man, a lot of icings in this game.
Good blocker save by Hofer there. Well, the shots have evened up a little bit more. They are now 8-10. They're 3-1 this period in favor of the Blues.
You know, I feel like every time I see the Rangers, they love to do that. They love to do that pop gun, like come in, you know, they have a guy with the puck and then they have the other guy crash in the net, and they try to do that quick cross crease to a tip or to a deflection shot.
Yeah.
They seem to do that a lot.
I do notice that. I think that's not really I think that's a player preference type of thing. They like that. I don't think it's really like a game planning sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, it's not. I mean, it does work, but I feel like every time I see the Rangers, because like I said, I think the Rangers have been more pop gun and less of like cycle. I think the Blues have been more cycle than pop gun in this game.
Right. So the problem with this Ranger team is that they really want them to skate. They want to be faster. They were one of the slowest teams in hockey last year. They want to be faster. That's why Noah Laba's in there. He plays well. He's a fast player. I just think that the problem is with playing fast is you can't just play fast. You understand? Like if you look at like the Islanders, they're playing really well now, and part of it is because they have multiple guys on the line who could skate, but it's not just anybody who could skate. It's also the puck handling while skating. So when Barzal, Horvat, and Schaefer are on the ice together, it's insane because those guys can skate, can handle the puck, and they move around very quickly, getting the puck back and forth, where you sort of cannot forecheck on them because they'll beat you. they'll go right past you.
Zibanejad got hit with a slap shot clean in the face.
Yeah, I know for a fact that hurt.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks because I Zibanejad's also one of them guys, Shags, that I really like too.
Oh, he took it up towards the neck.
Oh, I know that hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shag, what I was saying before I got cut out there, that's actually disappointing because Zibanejad actually was the reason I've been like such a big Rangers guy. I like Zibanejad a lot.
It wasn't him, but it was 44 Kermisov.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I was wondering because I
thought it was.
No, 44 is Gavrikov.
Oh,
It
okay.
wasn't Zibanejad. It wasn't Zibanejad. It was Gavrikov.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Yeah.
but the thing with Zibanejad is that he was actually the Rangers' best two-way player. He was an excellent defender, and I don't know what went on, but he lost his shot last year, and he lost his office on the left side, and that was it. You know, once they didn't have that anymore, he used to score who knows how many goals from that spot. But
This is good neutral zone play by both teams. Not a neutral zone trap per se, but really good neutral zone defense on both teams.
Yeah, it seems it. I will agree, Shag. It does seem like he has kind of lost it a bit, but he was one of the guys that made me start to love the Rangers and why I like them so much.
well, because he was, first of all, he has a great attitude. That's a great thing. He has a great way of going about himself in the game. But that's why I've always actually when I personally, my favorite player on the Blues for years was actually Ryan O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
big on O'Reilly too. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really big on him. He fell off sort of by going to Nashville and that mess of a team over there. Trying to make an all-star team, which was the dumbest idea I've ever seen. But
I'm glad someone was with me.
Yeah, no, whatever. I don't understand what they were doing there. I know that I can't even figure it. I can't explain it. I honestly can't explain it because they didn't even take the same type of players. They didn't build an identity. They just took guys and said, "Hey, we have the money. Let's sign." Yeah, that's either way. Riley got messed over.
I'll tell you, with 5 minutes gone almost 5 minutes gone, 4 minutes gone in the second period. The one difference that I'm seeing in this hockey game is that the Blues are not giving up on the puck and the Rangers are. When the Blues are in the Rangers zone, they are not giving up on that puck. They're not backing off. You know, even if the Rangers touch it, somebody's there. They're constantly moving. The Rangers, it's as soon as the puck is in, when they're no longer in control of that puck, they're breaking off.
Yeah. No, they're not focused. They're not. Yeah. Guy, I gotta run, but if I am around at whatever point, I'll try to hop on. All right, guy.
Yeah, no problem, Sag. Anytime, bud.
Dude, it is awesome to speak to you guys. Justin, I don't think we've spoken before, but I've watched a lot of your takes. You know your stuff. I like it.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Great
guys,
having you on, man.
You should know, like when you had Justin on, you have him on often. It's like refreshing to hear a guy talk good hockey with you. It's good. It's good stuff.
Well, we appreciate it. Hey, Wayne, how you doing, bud?
Right. Appreciate that, Shag. Hopefully we can get you on. Hopefully, if you're around at some point near the end of this game or something, hopefully you can get back on, or if we catch you for the next Rangers game.
Yeah, for sure. And depending on the time, maybe I'll come on once in a while, just talk hockey, whatever. We'll see what goes on. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, we do a weekly Sunday show at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. your time, Chad, depending. We're trying to figure out what's the best time.
I usually have
we can always have you come on one day.
Right. I usually have schooling till 9:45. So like if you go for an hour, I could come on for like the last 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we go about an hour and a half, so
we
you
could
can
do
come on
like
for the back half.
you could call it like the Sproggy slam poetry, but not. Okay, never mind. No, okay, fine. Awesome, guys. I'll be in touch. All right.
Yeah. Have a
Yep,
good one,
thanks,
Shag.
Shaggy. We appreciate you, buddy.
No problem, bro. Love you, guy.
Love you, man. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate you letting Shags come on, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
he's a good friend.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's good. It's good. It's actually nice to hear a Rangers perspective because I really do. That wasn't no bullcrap either. I like the Rangers. I've kind of always liked the Rangers. I was hoping actually a few years ago when they were kind of in the picture, I was hoping that they would finally break through. That's kind of that same way I feel about Carolina.
Yeah.
I kind of just hope those teams break through, see something different for a change.
Yeah. Yeah. I had picked the Rangers to win the cup that year against Dallas. Right. I like what we're seeing right now.
Might I add that we are seeing the Blues team that we expected to see.
I'm not a wrestling fan, Scary. I think Justin.
What was his? I am a wrestling fan.
You're missing Raw right now, and it's crazy.
Yeah. Please don't spoil anything. I love the wrestling, and I'll get into that. Guy doesn't like me to kind of stray away from that kind of stuff, but maybe I'll post. I know there's a pay-per-view coming up. Maybe I'll do some predictions or something that I have for that show coming up. Maybe I'll do something like that. But yeah, no, I'm the wrestling guy here. So,
I honestly wish we could get one person from every team to come join us when we play that team. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be cool.
I would love that. I that was originally what I had hoped for. And I joined a couple of sites hoping I would get guys to come on, but they just wouldn't come on. So for me, I like that to hear the other side of it, because it is hard to be objective all the time, right?
I mean, it's like you said, it's good. It's good to hear from a different fan's perspective on how their own team is doing, because I can go and look at the Rangers and I can view the games because I've watched some Rangers games. I've watched I've watched all the teams play so far. And I can come on here and say, oh, well, I think the Rangers do this. I think they do this well. I think they do this terribly, But, Shag has a different opinion on that, So it's always a good thing to have a different perspective.
Yeah.
Not sponsored, but, just let me open up my cold beverage.
Yeah, you're fine.
Squirt, not sponsored. Good stuff.
You know what I drink.
Yeah, supposedly spiked tea and vodka.
Say again?
I said supposedly tea and spiked vodka.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good segue. Shout out for Tally's Hideaway. Good place, good food, good people.
Big shout out to Tally's, and a big shout out to Aaron Nels and Samantha Rose Robertson. They put that thumb in the air on Facebook. I appreciate you. To all you that haven't. Why not? Mike Mariano asks, who do you think will be Senna's final opponent, Dustin?
Yeah, didn't we have like 14 people at one point?
Yeah, we did. And we only got 2 likes, but we've been hanging around 7 to 10. I'm cool with it. I take what we get.
Drop. Like I said, drop. It costs you nothing. Drop. Drop that like, drop that follow, share it.
Wayne Harder and Mike Mariano, thank you. Good period so far. It feels like. As we're getting close.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that this is a lifeless performance by the Rangers, but this is pretty dang good road period so far for the Blues.
Yeah. Well, the Rangers have their first cycle going on. All right. and the Blues cleared.
I mean, they're just the Blues are blocking shot. I mean, they just seem to be committed to the system right now.
Hofer got a stick on that. That was a backdoor. The
Man,
front door,
dude, you're
backdoor.
so far ahead of me. It's crazy. I would like to get at least a little bit synced up for me a little bit.
Yeah, next commercial.
What are you at?
10:35.
Yeah, you're about 10 seconds ahead of me. Uh-oh, Fowler got hurt on a shot. Or banged up a little bit.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he took that shot and said that he got hurt on that shot. I don't know if hopefully he's not extremely hurt. Maybe hopefully it's just a.
Has he not been back?
No, that was the shot the one that they just blocked, like not even that long ago. So I don't know. I don't know if he went down the tunnel or not.
Well, second period.
Oh, yep.
Blues.
They just scored. Yeah, that's an unfortunate one. Like I said, that's the pop gun offense that we were talking about. The Rangers have not had much as a cycle. It's been the pop gun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Blues, like they said, the Blues were exhausted on that one. They were out there. Yeah. Fowler was still out there, so.
Yeah. Now I want to see how the Blues respond. I want to see if they don't get, they don't get down on themselves. Okay, it happened. Now, you're evened up. Bring it back. You played well this game. Don't let that change how you played.
Yeah, I hope that they can continue, because this has been, even though the Rangers have scored, this has been a period I thought that the Blues have controlled. Johnny Brodzinski. What a name.
No power plays this game, Mike.
Yeah, it's been a pretty disciplined game by both teams.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything where you would go, hey, that should have been called penalty.
Nope. Which is what I like. I like put the whistles away. Not anything egregious, but there hasn't been anything egregious. So. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's disappointing seeing as the Blues' second period has not been good, but it's disappointing because I thought that they played a good second period so far.
Yeah, the same here. Wow, no penalty on that.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know if he got stripped there or not. I don't know if he just. Oh, that too. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't know if they'll show the replay. Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah, Brodzinski right up the middle. Could have been covered a little better, but yeah, the Rangers are trying to do that pop gun offense.
Yeah. That's BS. Rantanen didn't get a 3-4 game suspension, just the automatic one. Yeah, probably should have been looked at a little more, right? And the league does have some issues with player safety, and they've had it for a while. I wanted Dudley Brothers versus the Hardy Boys versus Scotty 2 Hottie and the Grandmaster Sexy. I'm not going to wrestle. I know I'm the Grandmaster Sexy, but I'm not wrestling.
Yeah. Let's relax. Yeah. I feel like at the end of the day, like just from what I've seen, I mean, I don't know how I can be frustrated with what I'm seeing. I mean, yeah, another goal allowed in the second period, but I'm like, I mean, are the Blues playing that bad? No, I mean, I can't really say that. I've seen stretches of a team that has finally found their identity in a way. They've cycled really well. They've been the better cycle team in this game.
Yep.
But we'll see. We shall see. Still got a little bit left in the second period. We got about 7 minutes, 30 seconds. You're probably 5 minutes.
They're showing that Fowler being out there for like 2 minutes.
Oh, are they? Yeah. Oh, they're like doing a fast forward simulation. Yeah, he was out. Oh, 2 minutes and 19 seconds he was out there. Holy moly. Yeah, I mean, everything. Yeah, and it could honestly contribute to the fact that they were out there for that long. Because, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't look like much. They were keeping them to the outside.
Yeah. Neutral zone. The Rangers got it through the neutral zone and was able to just open it up and kept the defense from. Ooh. Somebody neighbor just got nailed. You got a stick in the face. There might be a penalty now. There we go. They didn't call it right away, but they finally did. Oh, wow. Yeah, he got nailed. How do you not call that? Well, that's a linesman right there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a high stick.
Yeah. Well, let's see how the power play does. Power play has actually been pretty good. I think we've talked about that in the past. Blues power play is 24.1%. They are 8th and in the NHL. On the road, they were 6 for 27 with 22.2 for 11th. The Rangers on the kill, they are 78.5, 22nd in the NHL. And at home, they are 23rd, 6 for 24. They've allowed 6 goals on 24 attempts. Forsey with a good little shot there.
Yeah, the power play has looked pretty good. That was a good hold in right there. Where are you at right now?
6:54.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're still far ahead of me.
Next commercial break, I got to use the restroom.
Okay.
By the way, just so I think that the games that you've come on and done this with me have been better. We're getting you and me are getting a lot much better. What do you call it? Our chemistry is getting better, and I like that.
Yeah, for sure. I thought you were going to say a reaction from the.
I mean, we're getting better. We're getting good comments. Our numbers go up and down, but we take what we can get, and we love it. And thank you to the people that are doing it. People that are watching us. That's who we do it for. We'd like more, but the main fans, the ones that come out every day, we gotta keep doing it for them. We're not sure if we're gonna do Friday or Saturday yet. I don't think we'll do Wednesday. If Wednesday happens, it might just be me, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do Wednesday. I guess to kind of see where the Blues are. We may talk about that. Cool with you?
Yeah, for sure.
That could be like a last-minute game. Wednesday could be a last-minute game.
Well, they didn't score on the power play, but I mean, I feel like there was a decent one. It was one that they were able to get some chances. But
yeah.
Oh, nice play. Oh, that would have been a great pass to Broberg on the back door. He almost got it there, too. I think that this pairing of Parayko and Broberg has been noticeable in this game.
Yeah.
I think they're noticeable most nights. I mean, I think they're a good pairing. Good save by Holfer there.
Strong save by Holfer there. Very strong save.
Yep, trying to get some support. You got 3 Blues. Just don't be too overzealous.
Walker with a good hit there. And Aaron still brings the puck up the ice. Wow. Hofer says, nope. You got the game for a couple of minutes. I'm going to use the restroom and fill up my cup. I'll be right back.
Okay. Blues going to the commercial break here. This game has been kind of a nice back and forth. I think both teams have been pretty solid for the most part. I think that both teams have struggled with weaknesses. The Blues continue to struggle in the second period. The goal differential in the second period is just crazy bad. I don't know how any other way to describe it, but it's just really bad. But I feel like they've played better than what that has shown, especially in recent games. But they just can't seem to escape the second period without giving up a goal. The Blues have created a very, very good cycle in this game, one that we all expected them to have in the beginning of the season, but we're finally starting to see that kind of come out for the Blues. So that's always a good thing. The question is are the Blues going to buckle down and continue with the game that we've seen for the first 30 minutes of this game, almost 30 minutes, or are they going to lose it in the late stages of the second or the third? That's the real question that we're going to have to ask ourselves here. But I think as from a fan perspective and a Blues fan perspective, I don't think you can be angry. I don't really see how you can complain about anything that you've seen in this game. The Blues are back from commercial break. This will be the last commercial break. I'm pretty certain of it. And our buddy
Dave Gillis says, I wish we would hit more. I don't know about that.
I think hitting's been kind of back and forth. I think it's been even. I think it was 9-9 in the first.
14-20. We're ahead of the Rangers just a little bit, but
we're ahead of the Rangers, or they're ahead of us.
They're ahead of us.
Well, that makes sense when you look at it. if you're throwing more hits, that means you probably don't have the puck as much.
Oh, wow. What an opportunity. You'll see it here in a second.
Ew. Thomas, you beautiful bugger. What a filthy pass that was.
Neighbors is mad, yeah.
That was an absolute feathery dish to Neighbors. Yeah. My dog Neighbors. You're going to have to bury that one next time, cousin. Ew, Thomas, you beautiful man. What a pass. Well, you see, they're still getting their chances, though, man. Like the shots don't tell you the whole story. I think this game has been very, very good for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh. We're just gonna dump that in, yeah. Go for a line change.
Mike says it'll probably be overtime like usual. On the East Coast teams, I don't mind the overtime. You know what I mean?
Well, it's what we talked about. It's actually good that you brought this up about, we were talking about that quote on our last show about play for the win at home and play for a tie on the road. But in this instance, play for a point on the road and play for a win at home. So you're kind of flipping that in a way. Granted, you want to win every game, but it's not going to happen that way. But the way I view this is you're playing an Eastern Conference team, so it doesn't really matter what they do.
Yeah.
You need to get a point. Any team that you play in the East Coast or Eastern Conference, you need to get at least a point.
I'm with you there. I'm absolutely with you.
Yeah, because coming out with 0 points against an Eastern Conference team, although they don't have anything to do with you, it still stifles your race in your own conference.
Yeah. And I go through Coke Zero like some people go through beer.
Coke Zero, baby.
Apparently, it's good for ADHD. A lot of people with ADHD will drink Coke Zero.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Caffeine helps actually. You would think with ADHD that you want to slow down. Sometimes by speeding up, you slow down.
Mm-hmm. And we should have, we got a minute and 40 seconds, or at least I do. Guy probably got a little less than that. Corey should be joining us for the second intermission.
Falk waited just a little too long for that. I'm not a big beer guy. I mean, I can drink. The thing is, the beer that I can drink the most, I can't get here. Right? Like, I can drink Busch. You've seen me drink Busch. I can drink Busch. I can drink Busch Light. They don't really have it here. There's supposed to be a couple places that sell it, but they're not close, and they're not easy to get to. You know? So I used to really drink MGD, but I don't even know if they make it anymore. At least I don't see it here. Problem with MGD here is most people don't realize that because it's the type of beer it is, they don't store it in the 6-pack containers are not tall. So if the beer gets in the sunlight, it skunks out. Well, I live in an area where, sun 18 hours a day almost, Mm-hmm. So most places that have it don't store it right. And you end up with skunk beer. And so.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a beer drinker. I'm, me, I'm a Jack and Coke kind of guy.
Well, you can get Jack and Coke like pre-made.
I know. Yeah, I know. You can get. Yeah, they used to, but they don't. They make them in the cans, and I don't like them in the cans. I like them in the bottle, and they don't do that anymore.
Monty sat
wow.
Snuggie the last 2 shifts. Has he? I haven't realized that.
I haven't either. I don't know who just got drilled, but someone just got drilled. I got drilled.
15 shifts. 14 shifts. Cairo 13 shifts. Well, Snugger's got the same amount. Thomas 16 shifts. So maybe. I mean, it looks like it's kind of even up.
I don't know.
Neighbors.
I feel like,
no. Okay, no, he has Thomas 16, Neighbors 16, Snuggerud 14. So
that's weird. I don't know. I really haven't. I don't think I've noticed anything bad with Snuggerud, but I mean, I could be wrong. I feel like that line's been pretty noticeable. Yeah. At least Thomas has been. Thomas has been a tank. Thomas the Tank Engine, as we call him. But that's good. That's what you like to see. At least you're seeing it, Thomas. You want to see Thomas be more consistent. He's your best guy. That's the guy that you want to have show up every night.
Had Bush double shifting. Okay. I didn't realize that, but
all right.
Bush-Navich hasn't had a bad game. Bush-Navich hasn't had a bad game.
No, I mean, he's been these last 3 games so far, and this 3rd game, counting this game, the last 2 games, and then this game, he's been fine. He just can't score, and that's the thing. We need him to score. Is the issue?
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the period. Score is 1-1. Shots are 14-12 in favor of the Rangers. I don't even want to try the attempts, man. Hits 24-14 in favor of the Rangers. Now it's separated a little bit. 9 giveaways for Rangers, 5 for the Blues. Blues have no takeaways as of yet. That's surprising. I think that's not a good stat because I know they've had takeaways.
With takeaways and give, I don't really put too much stock into it just because of how they do it. Like you never know what they consider to be a giveaway or takeaway. It's so weird.
Well, welcome back, Mr. Corey Young. How you doing, Corey?
There he is, the guy with a big bush on his face. How you doing?
I grew it myself. Okay. So my predictions are looking all right so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, my prediction's looking good too. So far, it could be, but yours is looking best.
Prediction is trying to get us a crazy 3rd period.
Yeah. Well, what we're talking about, the thing we were talking about. I don't know if you were hearing it. We were talking about. Sorry. Excuse me, my stomach just went. Fuck you. We were talking about Snuggerud. Yeah, sorry about that. Snuggerud getting sat for a couple, and then Bush getting the extra, getting double shifted. Bush, and I don't think Bush has had a bad game. I think he's been noticeable. He had a missed shot. He's had a block shot. He's got 13 shifts out there, and he didn't. Blues were on the power play, no penalty kill. I don't think Snuggerud did anything wrong, but Bush is playing. If Bush gets going, this team is really going to they're going to rocket up the standings.
Yeah,
they'll go on a 3 or 4 game win streak like they need.
Yeah, I honestly really enjoyed the line of him, Shen, and Dvorsky. I didn't want them to break that up. I get, you're trying to get them up there, but I like those 3 guys on that line. They seem to
because
generate.
of possibly D-zone face-off. Yeah, that could be. I do like Dvorsky with that line. I really do. I think Dvorsky's coming along. Dvorsky's not going back to the minors.
No.
Right? The only way Dvorsky goes to the minors is if there's some type of trade where it's not a 1-for-1 trade. You know, it might be a dollar-for-dollar trade, but not a 1-for-1 trade or something along that line, to where we get 2 players and give up a bunch of one player and some minor league players, to where he doesn't have to clear waivers to go down. But I don't see that coming.
No,
I don't see that coming. Right.
I think you're finally starting to see like the fruits of your labor, developing him, keeping him down. You know, I don't want to say for so long, like, but you're not rushing him up, you know, to the NHL. I think you're starting to see that, and you'd be honestly just dumb to get rid of it.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised that he got sent down to begin with, because I thought he had a good preseason. But I was okay with it, and you know, when the time was right, they brought him up. As soon as, you know, Neighbors got injured, they brought him up, and it was the right move.
Yep. Yeah, and Hofer's doing what we're, you know, hoping for.
Yeah, standing on his head. I mean, he's 13 for 14. You know, right where he needs to be. And then, you know, you look at Shigerski, 11 for 12. You know, the goal that he gave up, they did their job. You know, the Rangers did their job. They got the Blues kept out there. They got them tangled. Long chains. They didn't, you know, the Blues didn't do what they needed to do, and it cost them.
Yep.
You know, they got behind. That was, you know, there's backdoor pat, 2-on-1 basically, and I can't fault Hofer for it, and I can't, you know, fault it. The Rangers played a good play there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. How long did they say that Fowler?
2 minutes, 20 seconds.
That's insane. Honestly, like watching it all sped up, I was like, God, that, like, you hear 2 minutes and 20 seconds, you don't think too much, but like when you're out there, like going at 100, like, yeah, it's exhausting.
Well, and they did a good job. You know, if you look at it, you know, they were keeping the Rangers outside. They couldn't really get much, and then, you know, I think the fact that Fowler's out there for so long, tired, you know, they can't catch up to the guy who's just sitting at the blue line waiting for the pass.
Right.
Yeah.
It just, you know, was an unfortunate thing, because I thought that although the second period has been bad, they played a good second period.
Yeah.
Especially for road standards.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't think it would. Face-offs are 21 apiece, so 50%. Blues have blocked 15 shots. Rangers have blocked 12. Rangers have 2 takeaways. The Blues have none, but I think that stat is all wrong. I covered the other stuff. We had 1 goal that period, 1 penalty. The penalty came on Schneider for high sticking, and the goal, Torchek got it on after holding the Blues out there, or holding the Blues in their zone for almost 2 minutes, from Brzezinski and Fox. I kind of get that there is a thing with you know, the giveaways and turnaways or takeaways, but I find it weird, like you said, how the Blues have 0, but the Rangers have 9 giveaways. I kind of find that weird to me.
I assume giveaways are like the Blues didn't do anything to make you give up the puck, while a takeaway is like lifted your stick, took it away, something like that. But also, that's just getting into such minute detail. I don't know.
Yeah.
Worth looking at.
Yeah, just Matt Lowe says we had too many forwards. Bugstad, Sonny, Joseph, Tex, who was just terminated. All 13 forwards is the only reason Devo didn't make it out of training camp, and that's possible.
Yeah, there was a big surplus there. I mean, that's one of the reasons they got rid of a forward in Bolduc and got back a defenseman in May. Yep. So
my only issue with that trade is we didn't get enough.
Yeah, just
we didn't get enough.
The one guy.
Huh?
Just the one guy, no picks, nothing like that.
Yeah, there should have been picks involved, and you know, I don't know why. And again, with the picks, to be honest with you, if it's a 4th or lower, it's a nuisance pick to me. You know, it's an absolute crapshoot. You know, you go look the last 10 years, how many fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round players are really in the NHL, all right, or are significant players. There's not a lot, you know. So, I mean, if you look at our team, I think we only got one third round pick on our team. Everyone else is mainly higher than that, right? And the only third round pick I can think of is, and I could be wrong on this. There might be others, you know, and I'm not talking about guys we traded for. I'm talking about our guys.
Yeah.
But the only like third round pick that I can think of, is Bennington and Parayko. I think they were both third round picks.
And that's your two of your biggest guys on your team, you know. So.
Yeah. But we've been good drafting in the area. This is the one thing that I talked about. Pan out, though, the deal might look completely different. If Mailou does pan out, the deal might look completely different. That is true.
Yeah.
Has there been any stars that come out of late round picks? Well, yeah, I can think of one right off the top of my head. Right off the top of my head. And I think all three of us would say the same name. Can you think of one, Corey?
Man, I'm clueless. I'm awful with that. And you put me on the spot, so you just cut that off.
What was the question?
Has there been any stars come out of late round picks? There have been stars that weren't even drafted. Yeah, for the Blues.
Or just in general?
For the Blues, I can think of one right off the top of my head without even. I can think of a Hall of Famer
Tarasenko
off the top of my head.
See, I was gonna say you overestimated this guy.
Brett Hull was a sixth round pick.
See, I didn't know that.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
sixth round pick.
I wasn't alive, guy. Quit screwing with me here, guy. Give me something where I was alive for it, okay, man?
How about this?
No, but
Wayne Gretzky was undrafted.
All right, I'm not taking any questions at this time.
Martin St. Louis undrafted. You know, Hall of Famers there.
Oh, man, great player.
Okay, so there's an asterisk. There's a huge asterisk on Gretzky, right?
Of course.
He signed a deal with a rival league, and the rule was that if they were in the rival league, you couldn't draft them. So there's a huge asterisk there. But yeah. So
now,
go ahead.
No, I wanted to get into a different topic because I'm scouring Twitter because I was interested on what was posted on Twitter or anything like that.
Yeah.
And the if you go look at the Blues Twitter, just look at the negativity in the comments. It is outstanding. How do you? I get it. As a fan, you're frustrated with a start, but how can you watch this game and have negative thoughts about it? I don't see much negative in this game.
No, I'm with you. I haven't.
I mean, I kid you not. When this game is done and over, go look at the post where the Blues the Blues Twitter post the game is 1-1 now. I kid you not. All the negative crap you see on that. I don't understand what people see. I really don't.
I'm going to it.
The Rangers tied the game. Is that the one? The Rangers tied the game midway through?
Yeah, Rangers tied the game at 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Just all the negativity. For me, I would really love to see from their perspective on what they actually see. I really, really would.
You are right. Tucker was a fifth round or sixth round pick. So that is, and Kessel was also, I think Kessel was a late round pick also.
Well, Tucker's not I wouldn't say that those guys are stars.
Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to read them. We got a few moments. I'm going to read them, and you guys stick with the 100. Stick with the 101 degree. I just can't enjoy a hockey game. That's what happens when you emphasize speed. What the F are we doing? Malu on the ice again. Shocking. I'll yell it louder. 2 shots in 10 minutes. It's not enough. The key to watching the Blues this year is turning the game off after the first period. Robert Thomas has been awful, but the fans give him a free pass. Wow. Typical Blues second period.
Guy said, not worried. Have faith. I like that guy.
If you give a hit, expect a hit. Not worried, have faith. Yeah. There's no avoiding the fact that the Blues can't protect even a 1-goal lead. What the hell? Wow. Yeah. You're right, man. This is bad.
Can you like, I'm sorry. I get it. I get it. You're a fan. You pay for this. You want the best product you can. But how do you look at this game and tell me the Blues have been bad? I'm sorry. You cannot tell me that. Yeah, I'm looking at the stats right now. The Blues have not been bad in this game.
No, I also think like I was saying earlier with the the overtime losses, like it's just a slow progression, and this completely matches like where we would be. We're progressing, so I really don't. I don't see all the hate.
I know Guy. Well, and I know Guy hates this, and I'm sorry, Guy, but I'm going to say the person who said that Robert Thomas is terrible. Well, just delete your Twitter account. You don't deserve to have a Twitter account. That is an absolutely asinine take.
Yeah, that's wild.
Do me a favor, sit down and just enjoy the game or do whatever you need to do, but don't post on Twitter for a while because that was bad.
I'm with you on that.
That is bad. Yep. And all the Mayu down, I get it. Mayu has been bad, but to the person who said, "Oh, Mayu on the ice again," go figure. Mayu's had a good game.
Yeah.
He's not been bad in this game. So
Fowler on the ice too. Fowler on the ice too. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. This is for the most part been a pretty dang good game.
Yeah.
Right. I'm looking at a 1-1 game, going, okay, this is what it's been. Now, would I say this is a sore fest? No, I wouldn't. I think it's been a well played defensive game. I think it's been kind of like a middleweight fight, jab, 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 and an occasional left hook in there. And, sometimes those turn out to be really, really good fights.
I mean, it's all for entertainment. You want a close one, right? Like, do you want to blow them out every single time? You know what I mean? Not that they can do that right now.
Well, but. And I think that's what I truly believe that Blues fans want. And I just don't understand how you don't realize that you're playing another professional hockey team. They're not, no team is going out there. Okay, boys, let's just let them destroy us tonight. No team is going to do that. So why are you expecting the Blues to put up 8 on the Rangers? The Rangers are a good enough team to where you're not going to put 8 up against them. It happens in rare occasions, and those are off nights. But on most nights, you're not going to do that.
Yeah. And I've said this. I don't know if Corey's ever heard me say this, but I know Justin has. The difference between the best team in the league, which is right now the
is it the Avalanche?
The Avalanche, and the worst team in the league, which I think is the Flames, is minuscule. It's minuscule. We fans look at the teams through an electron microscope, right? And because of that, we see these we see it with huge differences that aren't really there, right? And that's the thing. We need to understand that the differences are not as bad. And, any night, any of these teams, you take the Calgary Flames right now, who have the worst record in the league, and you put them up against the best team in the AHL, and they're going to beat them 3 out of 4 times, right? 6 out of 7. They're going to beat them, right? They're going to win a 7-game series, hands down. So to sit there and say they're horrible is not right. And I like this.
I mean, the amount of negativity. I mean, it's crazy.
We might see that the cycle will wear the Rangers down this period. And the Blues have, for the most part, other than the 1 goal that the Rangers got, the Blues have controlled the cycle.
Yep.
Right? And if the Blues continue to control the cycle, Chris is absolutely right. We are going to wear them down. Right? We are going to wear them down. By the way, man, next time I come home, Corey, we got to get together, bud.
Yeah, I'm just I got stuff that keeps me here, so that's my issue.
I know, but we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. All right. Well, here we go.
Yep, these boys are getting going.
Puck drop. All right.
Are you sticking with us for the third, Corey?
I want to, but no. Those things that keep me here are in the living room, and they're going to be very loud. So.
Yeah.
But
no
I understand.
problem, man.
Yep.
Are you gonna be back for the post game, or how's that working?
Probably not. I think this is probably me for the day, because after that I got dinner, and then after that I got bed. So
no problem, man. We look forward to you coming on sometime again and getting another show set up with you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And again, let's go
Ranger
Blues.
just scored 2-1.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Oh boy.
Okay.
See you, bud.
Bye, Corey.
Bye.
Uh-oh. A tip? Looks like a tip, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, they're going to look at it.
He didn't look overly enthused about that.
It might be a high stick. High stick or over the goal line.
We'll see.
Yeah, that might be a high stick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's in the air. That might be a high stick.
The reason I'm thinking that is because you look at Lafreniere's reaction. It's almost like he knows.
Yeah, well, they didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like the Blues just aren't going to challenge that and just hope that it, chances are you're taking a 50-50 bet,
Yeah.
All right, well, Blues got to dig in early here.
Yep.
Man, we just talked about how the negativity. I can't imagine what's going to be now.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. To me, that looked like a high stick.
Oh, they just said that Broberg looked at the officials, and he said that he knew. He said it was a high stick, and then they just said no. I don't know. You would think that obviously as a fan, like as a player, you're not gonna say, oh yeah, it's not a high stick, but you got to think that the players would know best, right?
Yeah.
Being right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it was like you said, it was called a goal on the ice, so the Blues just probably weren't going to challenge it because it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah. The thing was, for me, you look at him, he jumps in the air, and to me, that's going to take your stick over the crossbar.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, if the success rate for the calls being made right were in consideration, the Blues probably would have challenged it. But seeing as that stat has not been in the favor of anybody, they probably just said screw it and left it like that.
Yep. I don't know about that, Sister JJ. He says the players take negativity to heart. They can feel it. They need to feel support. I don't completely know about that. Right? No, completely know about that. It's going to be one of them games that if they do lose, they don't deserve to lose.
Good. It was lagging for me. I don't know if I'm still lagging or not. Hello?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, it was cutting out, so I needed to make sure that I was back.
Yeah. Robert Morton says I give 0 player support.
I mean, well, and I disagree with that just because you like at home, sure, maybe you could make that argument, but like the Blues aren't going into the intermission and reading Twitter comments.
Yeah.
So they don't know anything that's being said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping that the Blues can dig in and get one here because this has been a good enough game to where it's been so back and forth.
Yeah, and they have had some cycles going. All it takes is one really good forecheck and get a cycle on, get them cut out there.
What time are you at, by the way?
15:39.
Okay.
See, they're getting a cycle going now.
I just wish I wasn't so far behind.
How far behind are you?
I'm at 15:28.
Then we're even. When you said 15:20, that's what I was.
No, I said 15:28.
Oh, okay. So you're 8 seconds back.
I
didn't hear the 8.
15:10 now.
Okay. Yeah. About 8 to 10 seconds back. You don't realize how long 8 to 10 seconds is, man. Especially when you're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, we got hung out to dry there.
No. Oh.
Love you, Bob.
So they changed up the lines a bit.
Yeah. There's the line people have been dying to see. Neighbors, Dvorsky, and Snuggerud.
Yeah. What time are you at?
13:40.
Okay. Another icing. They said that these two teams have almost broke the season record for the most icings in a game.
Yeah.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Had to do that for Bob. 13:32 to go as we go to a commercial break. I'm the goal. I hate blaming refs. I absolutely do. In fact, I defend them. You know this. I defend the refs, right? Mm-hmm. But you go back and look at that. I wish. Well, the thing is, Toronto reviews all goals, so maybe Toronto didn't see it, or maybe just from my point of view. But I just felt like when I seen him jump up, that's got to be a high stick. When he's holding the stick, he's at, he's basically at the crossbar, and he hit it while he was in the air. Right. Devo and Snuggie
I feel like it could. Well, the thing is the NHL wants.
Go ahead.
The thing is the NHL wants as least amount of stoppages as possible. So Honestly, yeah, they can review every goal, but honestly, let's be honest, they're not going to go out of their way to stop play. If I'm honest, if the Blues challenge it, then yeah, they look at it. But like I said, that's the problem with, like you said, how the challenges work. If you challenge something, you go on the penalty kill, and if you lose, but then if you win it, you don't get a power play. So it's kind of like a
Well, now on that
lose-lose
one,
situation.
so on that one, I'm all kind of okay with not getting a power play, right? Because a high stick for the goal, that's not a penalty, right? But on goaltender interference, that's an actual penalty, right? So if you're calling off a goal for goaltender interference, then it was a penalty, and it should be called that way. And the team should go on the power play. Now, for a high sticking, no. But for a high sticking, I don't think if you challenge a high sticking and lose, you shouldn't go on the penalty kill. Right? I know why they did it. Because teams were calling for reviews on ones that they knew weren't reviews and using it as a timeout because they were going to lose their timeout anyways. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Every goal is reviewed by the league. Believe it or not, every goal is supposed to be reviewed by the league. That was a giveaway. Blues are scrambling a little bit.
What?
I can be okay with that. The sister says, I'm taking what I am talking about. What you put out comes back to you. Words matter. There is power in positive thinking. It's the very least we can do is try to make a difference. I get that. Can't you make it if you have a timeout left? If you're able to review a goal or challenge the play once you're out of timeouts, you're out of review. Simple. They tried that for a while. Only the one, but then it became an issue. If you won the review, you kept your review. If you lost it, you lost your timeout and the review. So as long as you had the timeout, you could review. Well, Hoffer's playing well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Rangers are doing the just shoot it on approach. Not much cycle, just shoot the puck. I would like to see the Blues get a little bit more face-off stability here. They're losing a lot of face-offs.
Yeah, it was evened up. It probably has shifted. It's still showing even.
Yeah. Just from what I've seen, at least in this period, it feels like the Rangers have had the edge. Yeah, like right there, it was three Rangers wins in a row.
Oh.
Yeah, and they scored.
Yep.
Yep, that's like I said. That kind of came back to kill them. The three face-off wins in a row. You got to have a face-off win in there, man.
Yeah, Benner starts on Wednesday no matter what. Benner starts Wednesday. Yeah, you're right. I mean, you were right on there, man. Right on there.
What? Was that Rimp? Who the hell was that? Rimpe? No. No, it was that guy's huge though.
Ertstrom for Gervonkov and Fox. You've got Shen, Bushnevich, and Thomas back together.
Yeah, they took Neighbors and
I don't think you're bad luck, bud. I love you too much for you to be bad luck.
yeah, they took Neighbors and Snug off that first line.
This is the point where I think the Kyrou haters come in, because when they get behind, Kyrou seems like he feels like he's got to do it all on his own. And that's where he makes the mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quick wrist shot.
Oh, very good try there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not much.
Do you kind of agree with me on that, or?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Kyrou gets slack at any point. Like, he can be playing good, and there's always somebody complaining about something. I mean, I think, like I said, we read those negative comments about just a 1-1 game. Like, you know that the Blues fans are just going to go up in flames after this game. So. The Blues have lost their kind of offensive edge in this period.
Yeah.
I mean, the shots are just very down for both, 20-16.
Yeah. I mean, right now it feels like, can we get rid of Shen Boots, Sonny? Jeff Horseman. Hey, Jeff, been a while since we've seen you. The only one of those that you could you could get, you're not getting rid of Bushnevich, not with that contract. Shen maybe, Sonny maybe. People hate on him like they hated on Eric Brewer. Yeah. Eric Brewer got a lot of hate. I don't remember that. I know about it, but I was kind of out there. When did they have an offensive edge? They at the beginning. See, Jeff, the beginning of this game, it felt like the Blues were really controlling the game a little bit more than the Rangers were. You saw the cycle. They had a good cycle going, and the cycle got the first goal, right? So, yeah, I do think that for a while the Blues had an offensive edge.
It was even. I would say pretty even in the first. The Blues controlled the second. The Blues were the better team in the second. And then, although the Rangers did score in the second, the Blues were a better team in that period. And then this period, we're seeing an offensive edge that's not there in the third. So, yeah, they have had offensive edge in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
But like I said, the Blues lose, so it's the end of the. I feel like that's the mindset that we've kind of taken for most Blues fans is, oh, they lose, so everything's bad. Everything's bad. We just take everything and we roll it up into a big negativity ball and we just throw it down the alley.
I kind of see that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely didn't help in this period that the Blues end up, letting up one early. I mean, it was one like you said that. I mean, honestly, it's a Eastern Conference team. I mean, I probably would have challenged. It is early. I understand what they were doing, but I mean, why not just give a challenge? I mean, your penalty kill has been okay. You haven't had to kill a penalty, so I mean, that could have been a negative, but still, I mean, I could have probably went and took the challenge on it.
Yeah. I think I don't know. I may have I'm with you. Well, I mean, they got a video coach, but it seemed like it was kind of quick. They dropped that puck kind of quick. After the goal.
Yeah, Blues definitely they got to get one here very very quickly.
Yeah.
I think to have a shot at near the end of the game here.
Yeah.
I mean, because like I said, like even though this game is 3-1, it doesn't feel like this is a game that the Rangers have just utterly dominated.
No, not in the least bit. Oh, nice little move there by Hoffer.
Oh wow, yeah, that was a nice one.
Yeah, it did feel like the Blues were controlling the game for the longest period of time and then it just kind of slipped away from them. And, again, what I said, the difference between the best team and the worst team in the league is minuscule. I mean, I can see the urgency. It's not like they're just giving up. I can see the urgency they're playing with. Right? The Rangers are starting to play that keep away style of defense, or the waste the time defense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to the power play, it looks like.
Yep, Neighbors got popped in the face again. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Thomas and Kyrie need to do something. They've been doing something.
Yeah, here we go. Getting a little bit of sticking up for your teammates kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's a 4 minute, it looks like, because there's some blood in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So Blues are going to get a 4 minute power play unless the league wants to throw that null and void.
Yeah.
It was a follow through, I'm sure. Yeah, no. That's definitely high stick. Definitely high stick.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this will be interesting. Yeah. This is not if the Blues.
I'm surprised they're not looking at that one for a major.
Well, I think on that one, I think he tries to slide out. Like he tries to move out of the way, and it just was so happened that he didn't control the stick well enough. I don't think it was an intentional hit. If he purposely did it, then maybe. But
well, let's go over the out of town scoreboard real quick. You cool with me doing that?
Yeah.
While we're in commercial break. Capitals are up 5-1 on the Blue Jackets. 1:32 left to go in the third. With 6 minutes to go, Tampa is up 2-0 on the Flyers. With 6:43 to go, Devils 4-3 on the Red Wings. Panthers are destroying the Predators 5-2. Vegas and the Mammoths and the Senators and the Kings are all knotted up at 0. at the early in the first, about halfway through the first.
Oh, wow, I'm really glad that I set my lineup. I didn't think I did.
He says they both made bad decisions with the puck, not trying to be negative, but sometimes they need more patience. I don't think that, Jason, I don't think they've made super bad decisions with the puck. I mean, Thomas has made some really good passes. He had the one to Neighbors that Neighbors just missed. I don't know what you're watching. It feels like you're watching with Thomas and Kyrou, not rose-colored. What would be the opposite of rose-colored glasses? Black-colored glasses, I guess, because I don't see it there. Right? I mean, do you see that?
I don't. We're talking about Thomas and Kyrou.
Yeah.
Kyrou or Tom. Both guys have had their moments in this game. Thomas, he had that really good pass to Neighbors. Neighbors just couldn't finish. But I see the compete on those guys. Those guys are competing out there. You can't say that they're not working hard.
Yeah. By the way, they did review it, and it was 4 minutes.
Yeah. It was definitely a high stick. It just was a matter of if they were gonna give them a 4 minute or not.
Whether it was a major, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Neighbors gets 2 right in the chicklets today. All right. Well, if the Blues can get a quick one here on this first power play, and then and then they'll have another one, and they can possibly pull the goalie. We're looking at a different situation here.
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't try to rush nothing. You want to get in the zone. You want to create something before the first power play, but don't rush it. Ew, that was a gross keeping. I don't know if you saw that, but that was gross.
Yeah, it was good.
No, that's not a good shot, though. Kept it in, but then it was a shot right into the shin pad. That's what we like to call a Kevin Shattenkirk. Right in the shins. Right in the shins.
See right there, Kyrie. He came away with the puck on that one. I mean, that's Holloway lost that one, but chin there. Falk keeps it in.
Good movement so far on this.
Yeah, there went the first one.
Oh, seems like they got the movement though.
Yeah. This is where Shagurkin earns his money.
Yeah. It's a good save by Shesterkin there.
Oh, shin.
Oh, my goodness. He just whiffed on that one big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a point-blank chance, too.
Yeah.
They're going to pull the goalie.
Yeah. 6-on-4. So you got to make this work.
Yeah. Got to get shots to the net. Oh, my goodness. What a save.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. What a play. Holloway.
Yeah. I mean, again, the urgency's there. You know, to give it to the Rangers. They're late when they needed to. They outplayed the Blues.
Oh, he hit the freaking post.
Yeah.
May you hit the post. Yeah. Blues need to get one quick here. It has to be quick. Yeah. Well, they killed the Blues. Still have an empty net, but they killed the power play. So a good kill by them. Blues had some great chances though. They did shoot the puck. So
yeah, they're out shooting them now, 21-20. So
all right, minute 25.
Well, I mean, they say they can't score in 4 minutes. I mean, the Blues have had a good power play, and you know, that was I don't think that was a bad power play. You know, I thought that they got good, decent puck movement. Bob did say not enough movement by players on the power play, 2 stationary in our corners, maybe 3 shots on goal in 4 minutes. I thought they had more than that, but I can see that. I didn't think it was a bad power play. I thought they were trying to get it set up.
Yeah, I mean the first portion, the first part of it was kind of a little rocky, but then they kind of buckled down I would say maybe halfway through that first power play, and then they had the 3 minutes where they were pretty much in the zone consistently. For the 3 minutes. So, I mean, Shesterkin had some good saves, might have overpassed a bit, could have moved around a little better, but I mean, you're in the zone. You didn't give up a shorthanded empty net goal.
Yeah.
So
Steven, they did shoot the puck. The Rangers were blocking them. That's what Rangers were blocking everything there. I felt like they were trying to get the puck to the net, and they had guys in front of the net. It felt like they were trying to do the things they needed to do. And Malu just missed. So that doesn't count as a shot on goal, but he just missed.
Yeah, he hit the post. I don't know if it deflected. Bush might have deflected it. I don't know. Oh, I think he might have. I think Bush might have deflected that.
Bush!
He scars. Let's go, Bush. Oh, wait. Oh, it might have been Shin, though. Shin might have tipped it.
Yeah.
Ew, that would have. If that was a tip, that was a disgusting tip because that's from an angle that you should not score from. Yeah. That's a Sidney Crosby-esque tip right there. If that's who scored that, let's see it. Let's see.
Oh, I don't know if it hit Shin or not.
I don't. Shin led though.
Yeah, it might have hit Shin in the lower region.
Yeah, I think it might hit him in the leg, in the thigh. I think it did. I don't think there's any way that puck goes in if that's just a clean shot. The way that angle is.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. We're gonna, Hofer's gonna start kind of halfway out of the net, until the Blues get in the zone, and
looks like he's pulled.
Is he pulled? I thought that they would have kept him. I thought they would have.
No,
okay.
Left him on the bench.
That's an interesting move. I would have waited until you got in the zone.
"12 minutes in the second period without a shot."
That was close.
I seen that. I mean, I get what you're saying there.
That was close. He's lucky that didn't go completely out. Did you see that? Fox clearing the puck right there, there.
Said it deflected off of something.
All right. Gut check time here. See if the boys can tie it up. 50 seconds. Not much time left.
Nope. 1 or 2 rushes.
Yep, they got to get this puck in. There you go. I just want to see some garbage thrown at the net. Yeah, they're just going to throw that out. Nice hold.
Oh! Bush just completely missed it.
All right, no icing. One more rush. This is it. Uh-oh. Oh,
Bouncing the
that might
net.
have. Yeah, that might have iced it.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, it
so
just misses
close.
Bush. Bush, it
Oh,
just
goodness. Right in between
Holloway.
Holloway and
Holloway
Bush.
missed that.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Right through his legs.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that might have. Okay, so they're getting yeah, this has got to be quick. They gotta win this face-off, get in the zone, and hope to get a quick shot on that.
Well, they're going to have 3 seconds on the clock with the offensive zone faceoff on the power play.
Oh, they're calling one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shin got high stick.
Oh, I haven't. Okay,
I nailed him.
I saw it, but I didn't know
Now,
if
see,
they were calling it.
this is where I think the rule should come in, right? As long as there's a power play, the clock should continue to run. The clock should continue to run.
Yeah, well, and see, that's the thing with things like this is because then you get, because I like that point because then you get to the point where these players, with seconds left, they're willing to just take a penalty.
They know it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're willing to just take a penalty. So that's kind of what that felt like. I feel like there should be more time than 2.9 seconds on the clock, but that's just me. I feel like they ran that for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, well, the Blues got to get a win on the face-off, and it's got to be a quick shot.
New York's taking a timeout now. That's rare.
Yep. Definitely got to be a quick shot for sure. All right. Here we go, guy. I'm not your guy, buddy.
Huh?
All right. Nothing. I'm just making South Park references. All right, here we go. All right, back, and the game is over. It's unfortunate. It really is because I thought that this honestly was a game that both teams honestly could have got a point in.
Yeah. Well, we enjoyed you too, Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, clean win, but not right to him. Hoffer played a good game. This was a tough loss. I won't call it it's not a bad loss, but it's not a good loss, but it is a tough loss. Right?
Yeah, and I know, well, the Rangers won one game on home ice, now they won two. But like I said, this was not a game that I was like, oh, the Rangers controlled. I felt like the best period that they played was in the third. That was the best period they played, and even by that stretch, they weren't like spectacular by any means.
No, I'm with you.
The high stick felt like it could have went either way, honestly.
Yeah. And I felt like this is a game that they should have won. I do feel that the high stick should have been challenged because the reason that I feel like the high stick should have, because they dropped the puck so quick.
Yeah, they
They
did.
dropped
Yeah,
the puck
very, very
so
quick.
quick.
Very quick.
All right. And that tells me that they think it was close enough for to be a tough review.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, I know you're going to go do post game with Let's Go Blues Radio, correct?
Yeah, I should be. I haven't received anything yet. But yeah, I should be.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show and let you go do that. You can check Justin out on Let's Go Blues Radio. If you like watching them, watch us, watch them, watch us both. And, I appreciate them letting Justin on. And Justin's going to make sure they know all about me and the show and what we do here. So have a good time. And, Justin, enjoy yourself. I'll see you guys. I don't know about Wednesday. Wednesday's a maybe. It'll be a last minute. We will either do Friday or Saturday, and then we'll do our regular Sunday show. We're hoping to have a guest. Have you got anything locked on that?
I have not yet. I still have to figure out because I followed up, but I haven't heard anything back yet. So
Okay.
I might need to follow up again and just to
Okay.
make sure, see what's up.
No problem then, Justin. I love you, man. Take it. Have a good night. I will see you guys all later. Justin, how do we end this show?
I think we got to ask the girls. Where are the girls at?
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Call them.
Where are the boys? Where they at?
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Justin.
Scott?
You
Eagle
got
eye. Eagle eye. I forgot the eagle eye, but you stunted me there. I thought you were going to say me.
And
all right.
This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, for Justin, Eagle Eye Scott, and the Blue Note Fan Report, saying you got to know that we're always bleeding blue with you. And
as always, it's Let's Go Blues.
this is Guy saying we'll see you. Aloha, mahalo, and we'll see you next time on the Blue Note Fan Report. Aloha.